Hey guys, I don't know if you're like me, but I love Count the Dings and everything it has to offer. I just can't find everything I need. You know, I know about Cinephobe, and I know about the mailbag, and I know about Bomb, but that's all we do, right, Amin?
No, we do so much more.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. If you sign up patreon.com/countthedings, you'll find a plethora of other content, fresh content, extended content, the OG pod overflow, the Cinephobe cold opens that we've taken and made their own thing to live only there, the Rewatchingtons, Bomb in its full and unadulterated cut, early drops of Cinephobe episodes, and so much more.
Said the OG pod. Now, is it new or is it old?
Mace, I'm glad you asked that. It is a new incarnation of the old OG pod.
Oh.
So it's me, Zach, Trey, Waz, Tom.
I love those guys.
Just like we always were. Going back to the True Hoop days, we're recreating that magic, recapturing it, and putting it back out. We're talking hoops, we're talking pop culture, and most importantly, we're talking for 40 minutes for free, but then another specific Patreon exclusive segment for every one of those episodes.
Funny enough about that OG pod, you're getting Tom and Trey on Mondays. You're getting me and Waz, aka Zosny, on Wednesdays. Amin's floating in between.
I'm a floater.
You never know when you're going to get Amin in those, so you got to listen to them all.
And what if I'm not sure what Mayes looks like? Because I've always thought he's a fat man with a fedora. He's got a weird voice. How can I see for myself what this Mayes character actually looks like?
It's crazy you don't know the answer to this because it's the Cinephobe Pod YouTube page.
What?
The CT5s on the Cinephobe Pod YouTube page, you can look at all of us.
You can get all the OG pods on YouTube too, at Count the Dings 1 on YouTube, at Cinephobe Pod on YouTube, patreon.com/Count the Dings gets you everything all in one feed. You can link it to your Spotify. And now enjoy the show.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
I don't know what you're doing in 2024.
This motherfucker's...
I really don't.
He's up to something.
I don't agree with what Amin's doing.
What am I doing?
But I at least understand it.
What's wrong with what I'm doing? I'm canonizing movies that were non-canon.
But no one's asking for that.
He accused us of making up rules, even though he's made up a rule.
Right.
What making up rules did I accuse you guys of?
You said, you guys are always the ones making up rules about the podcast.
You are making up rules.
As you made up a rule that you have to canonize.
I didn't make up a rule. I'm merely a man of integrity, Maze. Perhaps that's something you should study and try to figure out how to emulate.
Let's not be dishonest in this argument, okay? Let's just be honest about you're not a man of integrity.
What am I doing then if it's not integrity?
Look, no one is saying that my two picks so far this year are great movies. No one is saying that.
Thanks.
But what I'm not going to hear is that my picks are so much worse. No one's picked a good movie this year. If only you guys could be honest.
Check the name.
And have integrity, as you both claim to. We are 6 movies in to 2024. They're all trash. Welcome to Cinephobe.
No, I got people telling me Jaws the Revenge was a fucking fire movie.
And now he's doing the people on the internet are telling me.
Yeah.
Modak Eel. I'll name him.
Moat?
Well, no, there's no moat in this movie.
Well, if you need one, I know a guy who could dig one for you real quick.
Oh.
I just want to know why Maze is picking movies that from the outset he knows are going to be terrible.
I picked both of these movies because in doing research on other movies that people have been in, I discovered these movies. Do you guys remember when I discovered what a gnome named Gnorm was? Do you guys remember the pictures that I sent? Do you guys remember how I was crying, laughing?
I hated the pictures then, and I hated it in real time.
It brought me to tears.
Maze, it's a funny text message. Yes.
It's not a funny 4-hour endeavor.
Damn it.
It was 82 minutes.
No, it wasn't.
It took for fucking ever.
Well, that was your choice.
Yeah, because I'm an honest podcaster. I'm going to do whatever needs to be done to make sure the show is as good as possible.
Like make things canon.
No, that's not relevant.
So, like how Tammy and the T-Rex is an amazing episode.
It's not.
That's currently blowing up the internet.
I didn't like it.
Blowing up the internet.
It's blowing it up.
Describe how that is. What does that mean?
People are saying...
Which people? How many?
Many people. On all platforms.
What are you talking about?
On YouTube. On Instagram, on Reddit, we've got a man who went through a divorce and decided that he was going to celebrate this divorce.
That could have been any movie coming out.
Well, he didn't get divorced when you picked MVP, now did he, Zach?
He didn't know I picked MVP yet.
He got divorced because Zach hit MVP.
I could not imagine spending 3 hours on something that I didn't like after 10 minutes. You don't like it. You are a weird individual to keep watching. What are you, nuts? You dedicated a week of your life to dislike something? Get a hobby, knit something, go for a walk.
Previously on Cinephobe.
How am I supposed to go back to the me before all of this pain?
Excuse me? We're new in town and we've never had sex before. Would you give us a hand?
I would have rather seen his cock.
Away, Bobby! This episode in this movie exists.
You bet your sweet ass I saw a lawnmower man.
Oh, Teddy.
I'll call some guys from my neck of the woods. We're not talking, Brooke, about a couple of queens who know a few grapples. We're talking about Polacks that don't have a goddamn future.
You have a stupid heart and a stupid brain.
Regular Einstein.
You think I'm a coward? You're wrong. I'm not a coward. You're the coward. I'm not a coward.
I love cocaine. I do it all the time.
I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean like homosexual. I mean like...
I got nukes shooting out of my dick right now. I've got so many nukes.
Dick Nukem.
I mean, look at this buffet of ass.
Mouth to dildo, dildo to ass to ass, high branch, anal beads.
I'm the goddamn talent, Mayes.
Look, Gene, I've never told anyone this before.
My head!
But I can suck my own dick. And I do it a lot.
1038. This movie is shit.
You don't know shit.
Holy shit, bro. I had the same note, too.
I swear to God, both of you guys are the biggest fucking liars in the world.
Howdy.
You should have saved this for the train.
All right, au revoir, Lumen. Lisa, solide.
Oh, I mean, why don't you just be like a regular person and dream about regular threesomes? Like clones.
Give me some soul kisses, baby.
Hey, beautiful. Oh,
Dang.
oh.
My nose.
I can't indulge this comparison to a person that Amin may or may not know in a movie that has nothing to do with this podcast.
That's some 20th century shit, bitch.
We will tangle ass,
Say hi to your mother for me.
and you will lose.
What's the end game? Okay, now everyone's dead.
What is fucking Spence from Ballers? Who cares what the end game is?
I am wrath.
McCavity!
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's Amin and that's Anthony Mayes. Listen to us on Spotify, or I swear to God, Gnome is gonna kill you.
No, don't. No.
All right, that's heavy, but you should be listening to us on Spotify, where you can leave comments,
That's not why.
vote on the poll.
It wasn't the murder part that I had a problem with. I want to be clear here. I'm all right with you threatening murder.
Okay.
I'm not all right with you going hard G on words that don't even have a G in them.
Jaws the Revenge, the poll, 77% phobe. That's 171 votes. 23% file. That's 51. Couple comments here. Jelani Jones says, Maze with the Princess Di joke. Too soon, my man. Too soon.
That is too soon because I was watching The Crown and she's dead in this season of The Crown. Spoiler alert.
G Beach 7 says, Zach can no longer call himself an honest podcaster after giving this movie a file. Movie was straight up doo-doo.
Oh, do me a favor and eat my ass. Okay.
Like Norm?
Wheel COD says, the golden dumpster of the episode was discussing how the shark would have gone through the Panama Canal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't have the paperwork.
You can also find clips of the movies on YouTube. There's the YouTube page at Cinephobe Pod. You can find CT5 episodes in their entirety. Check it out.
We're getting in early.
It's a new thing we're doing in 2024. It's this thing called YouTube. You might have heard of it.
We're getting in early on YouTube. By the way, check out that Patreon, patreon.com/countthedings, where you get access to everything. Literally everything. You'll get Amin's phone number, access to the Rewatchington events.
You'll get a bat wing or a piece of bark or some bones.
The bat wing, like when you have your testicles out in a restaurant and you stretch it.
Repeat offender.
Yeah. Would be a repeat offender. That's patreon.com/countthedings.
And if you get the Patreon, you can connect it to the Spotify so you can listen to the Patreon episodes in Spotify. How about that?
There you go.
How about that? Also, you get the extended cold open. You get ad-free episodes. You get everything. Everything you could possibly want.
Marie Washington's.
Steve Martin's, any of those.
Steve Martin's, yeah.
If you have a submission, submit it. Reminder, needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. All right, Amin hummed us to Driven. I chip-todged us to MVP Most Valuable Primate. Now Mayes is bringing us the 1990 adventure family fantasy.
Family?
A gnome named Gnorm, a.k.a. Gnomo Cop, a.k.a. Upworld.
Gnomo Cop is the Spanish title, so I need Kirkland Banderas to read the title of that.
Gnomo Cop.
Whoop. Gnomo Cop.
Fantasy buddy comedy.
This is not a family movie. For sure.
Not even in the slightest.
I disagree with IMDb.
Dude, it's rated PG and
he's eating ass constantly.
I don't know if that's... I don't know what that is.
Well, it also is 1990. You could have a dick in a movie and it was PG.
Did they barely have PG-13 back then?
No, PG-13 existed.
Okay.
PG-13 was in full swing by the 90s.
Easily should have been PG-13, if not an R rating.
I mean, what were the censors thinking?
They were thinking this will never be released.
They never watched it.
It barely was. More on that later.
Do you think we doubled the amount of people who have watched this movie?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
By the time this episode comes out, absolutely.
The now defunct production house that created that movie will come back to life based on the interest that we generate from this episode.
Lightning Pictures?
Yeah, lightning. Fuck.
All right. A gnome named Gnorm.
God damn it.
Stars Anthony Michael Hall, Jerry Orbach, and Claudia Christian.
How did they get a cast?
AMH is a repeat offender for Johnny B. Good.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He had Breakfast Club and Weird Science in 1985, Out of Bounds in 1986, Johnny B. Good in 1988, Edward Scissorhands, and this movie in 1990.
Okay, so after Edward Scissorhands, his career is cooked.
Yes. Well, no, he's made a comeback in TV, right?
Until the Dead Zone reboot in 2002, I guess.
Yeah.
If you want to call that a comeback, fantastic. He's also in Freddy Got Fingered around the same time. He took a 2-year break to recover from alcohol. Oh, I'm putting that in air quotes. Alcohol.
We don't believe him?
I think he was doing a little...
Pointing at his nose?
Pointing at his nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, I found out that he negotiated for 8 months to play the Matthew Modine role in Full Metal Jacket, but couldn't work it out for financial reasons. I'm guessing that means he wanted too much money.
Right.
And instead of doing Full Metal Jacket, he did Johnny Be Good.
Wow. It's 2 different movies.
Sliding Doors.
Those are 2 different movies.
One's a file.
Yeah, that's true. The other one's Full Metal Jacket. Orbach, repeat offender for Universal Soldier.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
You know him from Dirty Dancing and 274 episodes of Law and Order. And then Claudia is in future Cinephobe The Chase and 87 episodes of Babylon 5.
And something called Hexed.
Okay, I'm just going to save it for the notes.
Eli Danker from Undisputed 2, Last Man Standing. Mark Herelick from Election and Jurassic Park 3. Robert Zadar, repeat offender from Tango and Cash, and he's in the Maniac Cop franchise.
Yeah, I had a good time on his IMDb, man.
What's up with his face?
He's got cherubism.
Okay.
He's born this way.
Cherub Garcia, Ben and Jerry's.
Maniac Cop, Maniac Cop 2, Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence, Dead End City, The Big Sweat, Beastmaster 2, Through the Portal of Time, Samurai Cop,
that was Cop,
Destination Vegas, Run Like Hell, Fugitive X, Innocent Target, that's one title.
Ooh.
Guns of El Chupacabra, Pocket Ninjas, The Thief and the Stripper.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you can be a pocket ninja in public.
I didn't even see it happen.
La Femme Vampire, Volume 2, and High on the Hog.
There are 16 visual effects people who star as Gnorm.
Holy shit.
Joseph R. Sakari from Kicking and Screaming and the Benchwarmers. Michael Faustino, repeat offender from Suburban Commando. Michelle Johnston.
David Faustino.
Repeat offender from Staying Alive and Showgirls. Pat Crawford Brown, repeat offender for Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, and Daredevil.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
She was the woman that got killed on the plane when Colin Farrell flicked the thing into her throat.
Yes.
Because she wouldn't shut up.
Oh.
And Ken Martinez, repeat offender from Heart Condition. A Gnome Named Gnorm was directed by Stan Winston. Stan directed Pumpkinheads, Guns N' Roses' You Could Be Mine music video, Terminator 2 3D A Battle Across Time, which I think was that Universal Soldier or whatever, or maybe it was Disney. I don't know where the hell that thing was, but it was one of those kind of videos.
Not Universal Soldier, Universal Studios, but yes.
Universal Studios, that's what I meant. Yeah. And the short Ghosts to go with Michael Jackson's Ghost music video.
Stan Winston is the legendary effects and makeup artist that we talked extensively about on the Congo episode.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He also is credited for working on Don't Mess with the Zohan and Predator 2. He's a 4-time Academy Award winner. They gave him a whole movie. Also, Gnorm is voiced by Rob Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson.
Yes.
He was Yakko in the Animaniacs, Pinky in Pinky and the Brain, and Raphael in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, along with hundreds of other voice acting roles.
Hundreds. 2 writing credits on this one. Penn Densham, story and screenplay credit, wrote The Zoo Gang, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and 4 episodes of The Outer Limits.
The Zoo Gang.
John Watson, screenplay credit, also wrote The Zoo Gang, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and 13 episodes of Breaking News.
Densham also penned Larger Than Life with Bill Murray.
Synopsis for A Gnome Named Gnorm. A Los Angeles police detective partners up with a talking gnome in order to bring down the head of a crime ring.
Partners is so generous.
Head of a crime ring also.
Tagline: this cop's got a brand new partner and a lot of explaining to do.
I need the alternate taglines.
I just have one alternate tagline.
Oh, really?
According to IMDb, it's Norm's taking law enforcement to new heights. Because he's so short, I mean. Do you get it? Because he's a gnome who's...
What's his name?
Gnorm. And he's shorter than most beings.
A gnome, named Gnorm. Okay. So these are all from posters that are on the IMDb.
El nomio cop es anticuado.
Casey is a cop. Gnorm is a gnome. Together, they are the long and short arm of the law.
No.
That's the tagline to Nomocop. The Polish DVD tagline is Amazing Adventures of a Gnome in the World of Humans. And then his world needed a hero. Now he must go where no gnome has gone before.
I didn't get a budget on this one. I don't know what it did.
$10.
I got NA and NA for grossed US and worldwide.
And it made 7.
Before we jump into this movie, you listen to the rest of this podcast. A Gnome Named Gnorm is called Upworld on Tubi.
Although if you search for a Gnome Named Gnorm,
it'll still come up. What's fantastic is that we got the...
He said it! He said it!
For both.
Yeah.
They covered their bases.
Not Nomocop, though.
In Espanol, though, they probably did say Nomocop. But also, I fully believe it's called Upworld. So that when you ask your friends, have you seen Upworld? And they say, what's Upworld? And they say, not much, man. What's up with you?
What's up with your world?
What's up, world? Like Leon and fucking Curb. You gotta let them know you're in the house.
I got a croissant full of motherfucking champagne.
A Gnome Named Gnorm receives 0 reviews from the critics. Not 0%.
That's right.
0 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
35% from the audience on over 250 ratings. Amin, check the positive or the negative reviews.
Some quick math, 35% of 250.
Over 250.
So that means at least 88 people said, you know what? Yes. Give me the positives. Let me hear what these bingos had to say.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
User Arthur M. 3 out of 5 stars. The Gnome special effects / puppetry / animation aren't very good, and there isn't a whole lot to the movie beyond that, but there are worse movies you could watch.
It's true.
Are there?
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the worst movie we've done.
Jaws the Revenge.
No, get the fuck out of here.
How about of 2024?
No, this is by far the worst movie we've watched.
It's in the bottom 3. Yeah.
MVP looks like Schindler's List.
Well,
whoa.
You have to supercharge what I'm about to say. That's just for Amin. That's
No,
just
no, but why is this on me? Wait, why is this for me?
Classic Cinephobe voiced.
Blank user.
I didn't want to make that joke, but I did it for you.
I did it for you. He has AIDS.
Blank user, 4.5 out of 5. Feeling retro today. Well, my excuse for not doing any housework. I downloaded this film that I saw years ago. The story might well be stupid, but it is done so well, it's worth seeing. Anthony Michael Hall looks different now, but Claudia Christian, I think you meant Claudia Christian, has changed very little in the 20 years this film has been about.
He's still keeping up with Clouda Christian?
Maybe a big Babylon 5 fan. I don't know.
I guess so.
Blank user, 3 out of 5 stars. I sort of expected this to be really bad, but it was actually kind of good. Had some great moments in dialogue.
Yeah.
Blank user.
I'm trying to understand what these people's day-to-day is. So when they sit down and watch this, for instance, the illiterate fellow who paused cleaning his house in order to watch this shit, what's his day-to-day like in order to sit down and say, you know what? Pretty good dialogue.
I'm going to give myself a little treat today.
Yeah.
Blank user, 5 out of 5. I love this movie since I was little. So cute. Smiley face emoticon.
There's someone alive who saw it when it came out?
So cute.
Blank user, 3.5 out of 5. Haven't seen this all the way through. Parentheses, difficult to do during big family holiday meals, end parentheses, but would love to find it somewhere on DVD or online.
This person keeps trying to watch it during a holiday meal out of the corner of his eye during Thanksgiving dinner.
All right, I'm going to sit down. Oh, God damn it, the turkey's dry. I got to go baste the turkey.
Stop talking. I'm trying to pay attention.
I hope it's on Telemundo, so it's Nomocop.
Nomocop.
Blank user, 4.5
Antiquado.
out of 5. Love this film, but I hear the original has been deleted. So sad. Blank user, 5 out of 5. I love this movie. I wish they would put it on DVD.
I've seen lots of DVDs on the internet.
I fucking have one.
Forgot about that.
It says Nomocop on it. I've been looking at it. It's just been on my kitchen counter, on the edge of my kitchen counter forever.
Is it in Spanish?
I can't even remember when I bought this shit.
Is it the bilingual edition?
I don't know.
No, look at it. Is it in Spanish?
I can't see it right now.
If it says Nomocop, I'm going to have to assume that it's in Spanish.
It is in Spanish because it says
Sí.
Dirigida por Stan Winston.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, this whole thing's in Spanish. I bought a Spanish DVD?
El policía más pequeño de Los Angeles siempre sabe estar a la altura.
Blank user, 4 out of 5. I saw this movie so long ago. It was great. My kids loved it also. Wish they would re-release it on DVD. Flickster says it's available on DVD, but cannot find it anywhere. eBay has it on VHS, but would much rather it on DVD. Great movie with the late Jerry Orbach.
Damn, that's a recent review.
Recent enough, yeah. Blank user, 4 out of 5. A pretty fantastic kiddie movie that I apparently still enjoy the hell out of now. Also, the animatronics of Gnorm's face were pretty spectacular. And blank user, 5 out of 5. Please, God, if you like me, let me see this film again.
Most of these reviews seem to be of people who watched it some time ago, have fond memories, and then are upset they can't find it currently.
They were bingo kids, and now they're upset that they can't watch it as bingo adults.
And I guess Tubi wasn't available to these people.
No. When did Tubi come out?
I don't know, but it's taking the world by storm.
I wish not. Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
User William A, half star out of 5. The guh-nome says it Gnome. User Kevin H, half star out of 5. Silent G's are the devil.
What?
User Bingo B, half star out of 5.
Really?
Steven Tyler was great as Norm, but not enough. I'm an honest reviewer. User Theodore K, 1.5 out of 5. Amin and his brother went to see this on opening day instead of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Of course, it could have been worse. They could have seen Hook. User Desolation W, 1 out of 5.
Desolation Williams.
Anthony Michael Hall blew the chance to make Jim Carrey the next Anthony Michael Hall.
Meta.
User Foresight, half star out of 5. I wish I could leave less than half a star. If you're forcing me to leave some bit of a star, give me the option to leave 0.0001 star. I just watched this for a university class and it made me want to drop out of school then and there. I didn't drop out, but I changed my major to engineering because none of those classes would ever put on such a pathetic movie.
What major was he originally?
Don't know. And then user Victimone Jr., 1.5 out of 5.
All the juniors.
This movie is half and half Troll 2. We'll get Amin's first notes, my first notes, and May's first notes after these messages, if there are messages. To ensure there aren't messages in your podcast episode, patreon.com/countthedings. Hey, listener, Zach Harper here from Cinephobe. Yeah, that podcast. It's a good one. Ascertain. Telling you right now, Prize Picks. That's the way to go. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with over 3 million members. The easiest and most exciting way to play DFS is just you against the numbers. You pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. It's demon time. That's right. You're asking, what does that mean it's demon time? I'll tell you. Demons and Goblins, the newest and most exciting way to play at Prize Picks. Squares marked with red demons or green goblins get you different payouts. You can now win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks. That's insane. That's insane of Prize Picks to do. You know what else is insane? They offer injury insurance so that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, that player projection won't count against you and the rest of your entry stays alive. Prize Picks is the only DFS platform with an injury insurance policy. And by the way, they now offer Apple Pay for quick and easy deposits into your account this football, basketball, any season you're playing. Me personally, I'm taking more than points on Joel Embiid all the time. I'm taking more than assists on Tyrese Halliburton. I'm taking less than points on Jordan Poole. Those seem to be the easy money makers for you. You're probably wondering, Zach, how do I get involved in this? You go to prizepicks.com/ding and use code DING, D-I-N-G, for a first deposit match up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/ding. Use code DING, D-I-N-G, for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
I'm Katie Maloney, 37, a divorcee, and I'm out here falling in love every day with myself.
And I'm Dana Cathan, 33, former needy mess, and delusional Leo, but I've never been happier.
Never been happier.
You know that.
Good.
The foundation of this podcast is for people who want to live their life unapologetically. It's a safe space for anyone who's going through a transition in their life or just dealing with the regular bullshit.
It's a religion.
We're not saying that we're looking to start a coven, but that might be why we started this podcast.
But we're not saying that. Join our cult. Community.
The coven.
Religion.
Okay, let's just stick with community.
Listen to the podcast.
Listen to the podcast.
Amin, what is your first note?
To be suggested MVP2 as soon as I logged in.
Yeah. Most vertical primate. Maze, what's your first note?
We used to make movies in this country. This isn't one of them, but we used to make them.
My first note, does this movie have the same opening music tones as Encino Man? It's very like...
Oh, interesting.
Some hand just took a zircon away from what looks like a branch shaped as a hand. Lightning Productions.
A glimmering jewel in a zombie/statue/tree hand. Never explained.
Oh, this 20CB adventure music.
They got this gnome puppet carrying a lantern through a tunnel. Not even a minute into this, I'm just wondering, why does Maze do this to us so often?
Dude, for some reason, it took me a while to reach that point. But I gave it a chance. I was like, let's see what...
I saw those little tiptoe legs walking through that tunnel. I was like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Do you guys remember the Dark Crystal?
Yeah, it's got to be trying to rip that off.
It reminded me of the Dark Crystal, both the design of the gnome and the whole glowing stone thing.
So even Stan Winston, who is very acclaimed and has some very successful special effects makeup jobs on his resume, still can't figure out what Jim Henson was doing.
Clearly not.
Jim Henson really was unparalleled in this department.
The troll slips on a cliff in the cavern, drops a CGI lantern, climbs to safety. Some metallic massage therapy ball is lighting up.
It's strobing.
He puts it in a pouch.
And introducing Gnorm the guh-nome as himself.
You remind me of a very young Jim Carrey.
Oh, righty then. What the hell are you talking about? So you're telling me there's a chance? Who are you talking to? Somebody stop me!
And I said, no, absolutely not. Fuck you, Anthony Mays. Phobe.
Amin? And introducing Gnorm the guh-nome as himself. Get fucked, phobe. Title card.
Cool. Should we skip to the awards?
We might as well. Because at that point, I was out.
Lewis Pinnock.
Three-way race for me. You want to go down this path?
We're at a police station.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, have you seen Casey? Casey Gallagher? Oh, yeah, he was in last week. Did this guy just popo formula himself?
Yes.
Damn it. Jerry comes out of his office. Where the hell is Casey? CT5 Worst Liar, Samantha. I just saw him.
The cop names that are being thrown around here are incredible cop names. Gallagher, Kaminsky, straight cops position names.
What are these facial expressions she's trying to convey?
There's also a half-assed salute.
This phone call is coming in at 8 o'clock. If Gallagher's not in my office in 5 minutes, I told Kaminsky a job is his. Is this guy trying to steal from an old school vending machine?
Steal? Or
was he just pushing buttons? I couldn't tell what he was. He's on the ground.
A vending machine is choking at 7.
Yeah, he's trying to shove his arm up it to get some free candy or whatever.
He's successful.
Kaminsky is giving me strong shitbird vibes.
Sam, baby, lose your partner again? Gotta hand it to Gallagher. He sure knows how to goof off.
Right, Kaminsky. While you, on the other hand, vigilantly guard the vending machines.
Banter?
Exposition that this is Casey's chance to be a star.
They're going to bet $20
that he'll blow it.
I looked, that's $46 today.
Hefty bet.
Giving 2 to 1. She smirks at him. 3 to 1. 4 to 1.
She turns around, flashes a 50.
Yeah.
What?
Clip along came Polly.
50.
50. Yeah, 50. Woo!
Dirty cop. You have a $50 bill in 1990.
Oh, there's Dirty Cop coming up real soon.
Kaminsky talks to Orbach, says it's been 5 minutes. He's going to get ready. Just then, Anthony Michael Hall, wearing a weird tie, an odd suit, and an LAPD hat, so he must be undercover, shows up.
LAPD hat that someone sat on before he put it on.
Absolutely.
This dude is a cokehead.
1000% coke energy.
Kaminsky! I've been looking all over for you.
Did he stick his finger in Kaminsky's ass when he snuck up behind him?
Wouldn't be the first time, and Kaminsky looks like he likes it.
He's not fighting it.
No, it's like he's thinking about like, that feels rather nice.
Those eyes, man.
You're coughing 2 knuckles in.
Anthony Michael Hall's been hanging out with RDJ was my note.
Yeah, I've got that coming up.
Constantly. That's all they do. Somehow RDJ actually recovered. Anthony Michael Hall sort of came back in 2002. No, RDJ actually...
A massive...
He dragged Anthony Michael Hall down and he...
Ascended, yeah.
Greater peak than ever before.
Captain wants to see Casey alone. Sam wants to know where he's been. He turns his LAPD hat around because he's a cool cop.
He apologizes to Sam. Then gives some Cobra formula.
There's some banter going on.
I've been down in lockup with Ramon.
Ramon the pimp?
Ramon, my fashion consultant.
Cobra formula.
What was the infatuation in the 90s with upscale cops?
That's a good question.
Cops was a fashion designer.
Is that a Tango and Cash byproduct?
Ray Tango is the first cop I remember who was...
Who?
Ray Tango.
Oh, Ray Tango, yeah.
He dresses nice and he day trades on Wall Street.
Ray Tango launched an entire generation of imitation stockbroker cops.
They're just feeling up each other's lapels.
A lot of tension, a lot of touching.
Yeah.
She wants to know where he got that tie. He says, Ramon. Let me tell you something. No cop on earth would wear a tie like this. That's why it's perfect for undercover. She says, your gun? He says, no, I'm just happy to see you. He's got his knee up on her hip.
Pulls her in for a kiss?
Harassment.
Was he just being an inappropriate dick or is there tension?
Amy, pretty.
She wants to know where his gun is. He thought it was a bad idea. There are comic books everywhere in this drawer. There's this weird pig thing that's in there.
Toy pig. Horseman.
She pulls out his gun, looks at it. It's not even loaded. He doesn't like guns.
Casey, this isn't a game. You got to stop playing cop and start being one. Is he going through a big situation? Did he find the Zoltar machine and then he became a cop? Is that the prequel that we missed?
It's like the big situation if the kid that showed up to Zoltar was young Frank Dukes.
What kind of a deal?
That's what he said to Zoltar when he put in a quarter.
Hey, who pulled off the biggest operation in the department this year, pal, huh?
The greatest exposition.
I never even drew my gun, much less fired it. I said vague exposition. There's a lot of vague exposition going on here to let you know something's happened, but not what.
Don't worry about it.
She doesn't want to get hurt. She'll lose $50. What if they frisk him? He'll have her right there behind him with a gun, her and Kaminsky.
He doesn't like Kaminsky, so he decides that he wants the gun.
So he's in Orbach's office. A lot of people are getting him flack about entrusting this case to the jerk who hasn't made detective yet. So what is he? He's just a beat cop in a suit?
I thought in order to be in plain clothes, you had to be detective.
You're not gonna call the cops?
Well, not that kind of cop.
Casey doesn't want him to worry about things. It's all gonna go fine.
And then after work tonight, I'll go out with the guys and eat donuts. Holy mackerel in this.
See, that's exactly the kind of attitude I'm talking about. I had to stick you right behind a desk for about 6 months so you can learn proper police procedure.
Is this a reference?
No, but it's Louis Pinnock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Louis Pinnock for sure.
I wonder, is he being racist?
high?
He's obviously high. That's a given.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming that he's on coke the entire movie. But is this a 1990s joke that I'm not getting?
Cops eat donuts. That's the extent.
No, but the voice.
The voice and the
Holy
Macarena.
Macarena.
He's acting like RDJ and Johnny B. Good
Yes.
when he threatens to put him behind a desk for 6 months.
Yep.
Tonight, I need somebody to think on his feet. This Zadar is a little too unpredictable. Besides, nobody would ever mistake you for a cop.
Oh, cut the diamonds being poured out on a desk. Zadar is impressed. Quagmire is looking like John Lennon with the round glasses and long hair. So now I call him Quagmire Lennon.
Oh, don't do that to him. Come on, man. He's got a condition.
You know what?
He's got cherubosity or whatever you called it.
Imagine all the giggity.
I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it. Sadar is incredibly ass on, by the way.
Oh my God.
Shockingly so.
Farrell starts explaining it was not an easy task to accomplish. Setting's very old, high degree of difficulty. Zadar doesn't care at all.
He just wants him to handle the delivery. Extra 10 grand in for him. He agrees. Zadar wants privacy with Reggie the Chin.
No chance. There's a henchman named Reggie who looks like that. Sorry.
That's racist.
Look, I'm just calling it how I see it.
Tells Quagmire Lennon to set it up. Cut to a briefcase full of money. Jerry and Casey in their office. The phone rings. Lots of bickering, talking over each other.
Mr. Potato Head.
Casey's high as fuck. Zadar whispers, the abandoned zoo. Midnight.
Children's
Playground.
Easy, Maze. Have a nice day.
Casey heads
ass on.
Potato Head to Kaminsky, says he's with him tonight. Make sure he wears his hat.
Banter.
Reference.
Cut to this troll doing something. He's digging a tunnel.
Putting digging gloves on or some shit. I don't know.
What kind of gloves?
Punching, digging out the wall. Speeds up to super speed. Massive clouds of dust coming off the wall.
My note. What is this bingo doing? That was it. That pretty much encapsulated everything.
Casey's at the playground as the troll comes out of the ground. Casey goes down the slide. What's the last time you guys went down a slide?
Yeah. When my kids were a little younger, I think maybe 3-4 years ago.
Mine was probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
Anthony Michael Hall's hair. Is that pushback or slick back?
That's pushback.
Yeah.
Golden Dumpster nomination for going down the slide. And then he starts Teddy Rexing his ass off.
Oh my God.
It gets worse, but yes.
You're going to blow your cover, you fucking moron.
Shut the fuck up.
He's pretending to be a radio DJ. He's mocking Kaminsky and Sam, who are awkwardly listening in the car. But Derek is trying to bang Sam.
Kaminsky does make a face like, maybe?
Yeah.
What do you think? Huh?
He's ready.
Strangers in the night, exchanging diamonds, lovers at first sight.
You don't send a rookie out to do a man's job.
You qualify.
Troll's watching him walk around the playground. Another figure walks in the shadow. The troll hides. Casey gets struck in the face.
We get this shot of the back of the troll's head. This silhouette.
No, it's not a troll. I mean,
oh, I'm sorry.
Be respectful.
No, it's a troll until he introduces himself in my notes.
It's not a troll, but this movie is.
Yes. His selection is, yes, the texture, the consistency. It's definitely trolling.
He goes around the merry-go-round right into the fist.
Merry-go-round's 20 CB.
Absolutely.
They don't exist on playgrounds anymore.
Can't risk it.
Is it because of what we did as children, which is push that shit to high speeds?
As fast as you could, spin the fuck out of that thing, man.
And watch motherfuckers fly off?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, sorry, children of further generations.
You guys missed out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a time. Go flying off that thing. You don't know where you're going to land. You don't know what you're going to hit. The guy takes the case of money.
He knocks Anthony Michael Hall out. And these motherfuckers in the car say, what was that? I don't know. You want to fucking follow up here instead of just relaxing?
Probably found the seesaw.
Banter.
Kaminsky says 2 more minutes. He's going in. The troll checks out the glowing ball, then hides it again.
Farrell's smoking on the bench. The unknown guy gives him the case, takes the diamonds, and walks away. Farrell opens the case and film noir. It's a bomb. Massive explosion of fireworks.
Yeah, it's not a bomb. It's a fireworks show.
You gotta drive across state lines for those.
He yells out as he opens the briefcase, wait, I gotta count the money.
Money.
Yeah.
Cut to Sam and Kaminsky mocking a groggy Casey.
Kaminsky's $50 richer. Casey knows he screwed up, but knows he can fix it.
These cops seem real nonchalant about a terror attack that just happened in the park.
Someone just exploded.
Yeah, but it's funny because the bingo cop messed it up. That's all that happened.
Orvok says things like this happen sometimes, kid. Go home, put some ice on that head.
Yeah, Briscoe's ass off.
Casey refuses a ride home, wants to walk it off. Jerry has to make some changes. Casey's protesting. Go home, Casey.
Now.
They all leave. He's left in the park. Troll resurfaces.
Now Casey's walking around the playground with the flashlight. Gnome hides in the hole. Then he looks up and sees the jewel pouch, climbs up to get it.
Why was it hanging up there?
How is this fixing it? What's this climbing a tree do? You're just fucking curious? That's what you're doing?
Why did the troll put it up there in the first place?
Why would your dad?
Well, the troll puts it up there. We find out later because it's supposed to absorb the sunlight.
In the pouch.
So you're saying that the execution of the scene is not well done.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's weird. He's dangling from this tree, drops at least 15 feet. His ankles are completely fine.
Yeah.
Troll's hiding behind him step for step. He looks back, can't see him because he's so short.
How zero is your awareness? You can't tell when someone's right behind you?
That's why he hasn't made detective yet.
Makes sense.
Well, you're underrating Gnorm's speed and quickness.
Hiding ability.
Of course, he drives a classic convertible car.
Drop top Mustang with
20 CB.
License plate.
Oink! CT5 license plates.
Eat shit, Sly.
Also, great job going to your undercover police handoff with a briefcase full of money and a pig license plate.
Handoff.
Yeah, for sure. Is there any way that Sly...
I love that we keep rehashing this.
I keep thinking about it, like, maybe he's going for the realism. No one gets the license plate they actually want. They have to have some adulterated, bastardized version. And I feel like you guys aren't giving him enough credit.
I would believe that Sly would have the right license plate in real life. I believe he'd have 15 letters on that thing if he wanted to. I don't understand the holdup there.
Well, I guess it's the same thing as the scene in Rocky IV where he's talking to Apollo in the dressing room. Apollo says, tough as nails. Rocky says, snails? And Apollo says, nails, nails, Rocky. That's good writing, right? He's writing that the character's an idiot. That's not Sly being an idiot, not understanding the own dialogue.
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that? That's why?
You guys give Sly a hard time, man. Driven, file.
He's ugly and he's stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's so handsome, guys.
He's so good looking.
He's so handsome.
Look at that deep unbuttoned shirt.
Handsome and Academy Award winner. For writing, so
no one's saying he didn't win an Academy Award.
God, I'm stupid.
I'm not trying to take away his Academy Award.
You can't be stupid and win an Academy Award for writing.
Bullshit.
Live in this city for 10 minutes. Yes, you can.
Name one.
Ben Affleck, motherfucker.
Ben Affleck ain't dumb. Ben Affleck is smart.
What?
Ben Affleck is smart.
Okay.
You're going to say he's handsome. He's good looking.
And handsome. They're a little different.
You keep propping these guys up.
Is suckmydick.com.
A black Corvette follows him. It's Sadar. Is he supervising? Is he doing his own legwork? What is Sadar doing? Casey pulls into his brick garage, hears noises, and we get some ass-on tough guy talk.
All right, listen up. I'm in no mood for this. Let me just warn you. I'm an officer of the law, and I'm a really good shot. Real good.
He doesn't do tentative well.
He doesn't do anything well.
No, Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
He's good at being braggadocious, but when he's got to be like meek and tentative, he doesn't do that well.
It's weird that his career went away.
Well, it's hard to get your blood pressure down when you're on so much coke.
That's true. It is tough.
He opens the car door, thinks it's nothing. Sudden gnome action. He flies back. Why
are
does he
there
have so many
cages?
Same note too. I wonder if those will come in handy.
Norm CT5 soccer team with that kick.
Oh, big time, dude.
He kicked the shit out of Anthony Michael Hall.
Left wing for sure. You want him taking corners.
Then he choked him the fuck out. Fucking UFC.
With the pouch.
And then I asked, can we get a clear shot of this thing?
No, not yet.
He catches him, puts him in the cage, and I said, tray tables up. Seats
No.
What?
I gotta be honest, I forgot about plot liftoff. So
Okay.
I mean, you just said it yourself. Can we get a clear shot of this thing?
Okay.
We're taxiing until we get that shot.
Sure.
He's fumbling for his gun. He pistol whips the guh-nome. It's in the shadows, covering his face. Sadar followed him home. He sees Casey dragging the gnome upstairs in one of the cages.
Well, he had bird cages and dog crates in there, all empty.
Why?
You never know what type of gnome you're going to find, so.
That's true.
Sadar, no chance in hell you can see shit with those sunglasses on.
No eyes.
It is pitch black.
The dark ass alley, yeah.
I'm looking at this shit with my eyes wide open and turning the brightness up. I can't see shit.
It's good cinematography, and that's art.
He can see in the dark? Fuck out of here.
He literally has this thing in a dog crate. It makes me wonder, is Casey fostering a lot of dogs, or has he had a lot of dogs die?
Is he murdering dogs?
And he just has the crates for them.
He adopts a dog. He murders the dog. He keeps the crate. He gets new dogs.
We finally see a shot of this thing.
Houston, we've got Gnome liftoff.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Looks like the dude from the Hunger Games.
He looks like Steven Tyler.
Well, also Steven Tyler, but is the same face as the dude from Hunger Games.
Well done, Zach.
They have the same nose.
Casey's apartment has a frat house aesthetic. He's got a heavy bag. He's got a pool table.
Bachelor pad.
I dare not ask what the fuck this movie is about.
Gnomes.
Looks like a ferret.
Quit saying.
Why does he have a barber pole in his house?
Classy guy shit.
Is that classy guy shit? A barber pole?
1990 guy shit? Guy interior decorating? Absolutely.
Guys being dudes.
Why does he have Sunoco product placement?
That's a good question.
They're trying to raise movie for this. Raise money for this movie, and they said, "Hey, you know what we should do? Let's go to the gas station down the blocks."
Casey tells it not to be scared. It snarls and growls at him. Okay, good. You're not scared.
Of course, it has a bingo growl.
It's making Big Daddy Mars noises.
Don't call him that. What were you doing in my car? What are you?
Why is he asking it questions like it is exhibiting the behaviors of something that can talk and reason? It is a little furry ferret growling in a cage at you.
Agreed.
You gonna interrogate it?
Tries to grab the pouch off his neck.
Takes out the jewel. It's flickering. Gnome's rattling the cage.
He grabs the phone with a long cord.
Casey calls Sam, who's asleep. It's 3:45 in the morning. You got to come over to my place right away. Casey, we've been through this before.
Sam thinks he wants to fuck.
Of course.
There's something here I gotta show you. It's this thing. This little hairy thing. I don't know what to do with it.
I'm sure you'll think of something, Casey. Good night.
Golden Dumpster? Isn't this supposed to be a family movie?
Is he playing the air flute at this thing?
He's doing spirit fingers. Did the gnome make him do that?
What is this?
The gnome is about to come. Just making little noises like that.
Big Daddy Mars.
This troll also looks a little bit like Adam Carolla.
No.
A little bit, yeah.
No, you've gone too far.
Like older Adam Carolla, he's got similar features.
Well, it really depends on what's happening with the expressions on his face. He's really versatile, this gnome.
That's true.
Can look like any celebrity, any hideous celebrity.
Tapping his fingertips rhythmically on his knee a lot. He's wiping his forehead with his cum towel. Troll starts yawning.
This was the final product for this Steven Tyler ass gnome. They were satisfied with this. There were no notes from Stan Winston, 4-time Academy Award winner.
Best they could do. The troll yawns. Casey yawns. I said, is this troll pretending to be tired to knock him out? If so, he's ass off.
Does he have psychic powers?
You know, if Mayes is curious, he could have just watched this shit on his own. He didn't have to drag us into this hell.
Fuck you. Fuck all of your picks. You've dragged me through way worse.
What do I drag you? I gave you. You filed me.
Ghost of Mars, you fucking clown.
Are you doing the Heartbreak Kid? Because that's a file.
Exactly. That's the Mayes response. When he's boxed in.
When he's boxed in, he just starts going Adam Sandler.
Who's boxed in? You motherfuckers are boxed in.
Motherfucker, what movies have you filed in 2024?
I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
All right, ass off. He knocks him out, pops a bolt out of the cage door. He's free. He's walking around.
He kind of looks like Sussman.
Oh, yes.
Like a hairier Sussman.
Phone rings. He scurries away. It's Sam. She's wide awake.
That must mean, dum, dum, dum. She was down to fuck.
She's thinking about his little hairy thing.
I mean, will you read my note?
Amin will say, she's thinking about dick. That's how I said it, right?
Yes.
God damn, 5 dudes? Oh my God, 5 dicks? Damn!
Casey looks at the crate, says he'll call her back. Troll pulls the rug out from under him.
Haha, literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Dives to the pouch, choking him.
Choking the shit out of him.
Banging his head against the table, then runs away straight into a glass door. I feel like I've told this story before, but when I was at my preschool graduation, the parents had a party at a hotel and I sprinted full speed across the room and shattered a sliding glass door. Knee, then head, shattered.
It's oversized bingo. It just ran through a fucking door. I have Mayes as like 5'11" in preschool.
Ice cream. It just ran.
A lot of kids went to preschool for 4 years. They said, you're too big. Get out of here.
He was 5'11" wearing a fedora.
Like Paul Blart Mall Cop gets up and does it again?
Fatly.
Casey holds up the shimmering gem. You're not dealing with an amateur here, pal.
It's not a floor-to-ceiling glass door.
No.
There's clearly thick-ass frame around it.
He's never seen it before.
Yeah, they don't have doors in the down world.
No.
They don't have glass.
Glass?
The glass?
He swapped it out for a pig statue. That's 2 pigs plus the license plate.
Well, you see he's a cop.
Yeah.
You get it?
Oh, that's what it is.
He puts the fucking thing in his mouth. And I said, why would you put it in your mouth?
Let's clarify that. He puts the stone, the glittery stone in his mouth.
Okay, not the hairy thing.
And Gnorm, like Stephen Baldwin.
No!
I thought about Stephen Baldwin, but then I also thought about Planet of the Apes when Caesar goes, no! And everyone fucking freaks out.
Deep into Planet of the Apes right now, man.
Yeah, man.
Good gorilla.
What was that? You spoke.
No, eat lumen.
Lumen! This feels racist.
Look at me in my eyeball, lumen. Man, I thought that was going to be a menage a note.
What is the deal with this thing? Talk or I'm going to eat it. Now Casey's gagging on it.
Ugh.
Like, you guessed it, an apple in a pig's mouth.
Oh, I get something else.
No, eat lumen.
You can gag me.
You have the right to remain silent. He cuffs the troll. He calls Sam, who was back asleep. Gets some arguing about don't hang up on me. I got a witness.
Gnome is handcuffed to the heavy bag.
Guy was definitely at the park.
He's a little person. So, littler than a little person. He is unusual, okay? He's got big ears that are kind of pointy. He dresses funny. Kind of funny.
She keeps trying to like hang up on him. And I said, okay, not to put on my Amin hat, but do you think she's agitated with him over not caring that she called him back wide awake? Is this a Matt LeBlanc waitress situation?
1,000%. You've been begging me.
I wasn't curious if Amin was going to agree with me on this. Happy to have your engagement here, but this was not for you.
He's clearly propositioned her endless times. This is the 20 CB.
He just put his leg on her hip.
This is normal. And she's always saying, fuck you, get off me, da 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 da, be serious, whatever.
Yeah.
And finally she's like, you know what? Let's do it.
I'm up.
I'm wide awake.
Funny? Funny what? Lederhosen? Groucho glasses?
20 CB.
What? You know, the funniest things in the world.
Sort of barky. Bark. He looks like an elf.
An elf?
Troll growls at him.
Yeah, an elf. Look. He's just got big ears and he's a little guy.
Casey says to trust him, wants to bring him to the park and tell him what he saw, needs her trust on this. For once in your life, don't think, just be there, okay? And I said, I've definitely used that line before. And guess what? It works.
Absolutely works.
Cut to the next morning. Gnorm groaning as Casey carries him in a duffel bag. Pokes his head out of the top. Bag, cage, Shava.
What is Shava?
Shaba ranks. Shaba ranks.
8 gold chains like I'm Shaba ranks.
I told you guys, I thought he was talking about the guy from Land of the Lost.
Shaka?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I mean CT5 animal?
CT5 animal, yeah.
Oh, I had to update that list, by the way.
Oh.
I thought it was an all-purpose swear word.
He looks around in the trees and at the sky and he says, Upworld. And I said, just in case you forgot, phobe.
Eyes wide like a real bingo.
He sounds like he's peeing. I'm like, what's he doing?
Chittering.
Upworld. Sun. Where is sun?
Gotta say, this expression when he's looking for the sun, kind of ass off.
Don't.
He looks distressed.
Don't do me here, okay? Don't do this.
Don't do me?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that you say that things that clearly aren't ass off.
No, that's not what I said. Is you're trying to be like, oh, well, Zach likes animals. This is kind of an animal. I bet I can connect with him and get him to file this with me. You can't. I hate this movie.
That's not what I'm thinking at all, but okay.
The look on his fucking...
Either that or AIDS. You're right.
Guy comes by walking his pit bull. Dog gets loose. It chases him.
The dog is digging and biting and it's eating his ass out.
Oh, hey, Noodle. Hey, boy. How you doing?
Hey, Noodle.
Noodle is eating his ass out vigorously from the back.
This guy should not own a dog.
No.
He's a terrible owner.
He's horrible handling this dog.
Casey tells the guy, they should outlaw those things. Gnorm is shaking violently. Fox giant.
It was just a dog named Noodle. He's gone now.
Give me lumen.
Give me lumen.
Give me lumen.
Casey wants to know what happened here last night.
Kaboom!
Kaboom, right, the explosion. So you did see it. Now, what did you see?
Kaboom!
That's what I call taking a dump.
Take a man kabooming, he kabooms for a day. But you teach a man how to kaboom. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom!
Kaboom, right, but someone made the kaboom. Now, who was it? Was it Zadar?
Upworlder.
Upworlder, is that a name?
Giant.
A giant.
Giant. No eyes. Scream. Kaboom.
Giant. No eyes. Scream. Who screamed?
He groans so loudly and disappointedly. I laughed at that. Golden Dumpster.
I hadn't laughed yet in this movie, but that's about to change in a second.
Was it the guy who blew up?
Give me lumen.
This is nowhere close to Denise Richards and dumb old T-Rex charades game. But this is when I locked Anthony Michael Hall in for the Teddy Rex Shut the Fuck Up Award. Because he has to parrot everything back to this Norm. And he says, huh, pal? Right?
Oh my God.
He says that on every single sentence.
Every time. Did he get paid per word?
Samantha finally shows up. Blind screaming giant, blind screaming giant, blind screaming giant. Gnorm getting pissed, interlaces his fingers and stares.
She shows up. There's nobody in there. He's hiding behind her wherever she moves. She can't see him. I said, are we going to keep doing this shit? And then, oh my God, is this troll checking for cheeks? This is drunk Amin.
Gnome El Hassan.
I sent you guys a fucking picture.
He does the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone.
I got a still. I sent you a boomerang too. Same thing.
He's clapping cheeks as he stares at cheeks.
He is dumbfounded.
Much like reminiscent. I could hear audibly the clap of his hands on the cheeks. The look on his face is like, holy fuck, man.
Oh my God. I didn't know these roundies could get this big.
I don't know. They had it like this in Upworld.
He's looking at Anthony Michael Hall like, you could have had that last night.
You fucked this up.
Oh, he makes it clear to him in the rest of the movie, his feelings on this situation.
He's got big just fuck already energy towards Anthony Michael Hall.
Sam's had enough. Call me when you get your act together.
Pooka. Nice, roundy.
Shut up. Okay, shut up.
Nice popos?
Shut up!
You say talk.
No, I want you to listen.
Amin, does she have a nice roundy or is it a zero roundy situation?
I couldn't tell because she has got that big ass suit jacket on, so I couldn't tell.
That's true. Golden Dumpster anyway.
Tries to explain that the blind screaming giant is a killer.
It's a killer.
Needs his help and threatens to keep the lumen.
And I need to nail him.
In there.
Shava.
Shava.
What's Shava? Shava the Hutt.
Clip Shava ranks, Mr. Loverman.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Shabba.
Mr. Loverman. Shabba. Mr. Loverman.
Shabba.
Mr. Loverman.
I don't know a girl. With a loving and looking for your buck up on the right man. Or loving and hunting for your buck up on the right man. With a loving and looking for your buck up on the right man. Or loving and hunting for your buck up on the right man. A woman take a trip, she coming from England. To satisfy her soul and also she wants a man. Oops, it's about run, she bucked up fast.
He's handcuffed to the car. They're driving. He sees a man with sunglasses on. Giant. No eyes.
No eyes.
Flips around. Says it about another guy pumping gas.
He skids that Mustang like he's trying to get back in a drive-thru and order 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 taters, 55 pies.
Giant. No brain.
Aha, got his ass.
Oh, I'm a giant. If I'm a giant, what does that make you?
Good size.
Yeah, it's pretty good size. It's good size.
Good size. Good size. Pain in my...
Blech.
I laughed.
He looks around, realizes sunglasses means no eyes.
Bingo.
So the perp was wearing sunglasses, big size but not good size, and was prone to screaming.
Drives back to his garage, thinks he's making progress. His apartment has been tossed.
Ransacked.
They're handcuffed together. Zadar jumps out, slams him into the wall. Norm goes full spread eagle and pancakes into the fucking chimney.
Flops into this shit.
Golden Dumpster.
Oh my God.
Starfish.
He's upside down.
You remember Wrestling Buddies? They're like pillows. The Macho Man, Randy Savage one. It's like a kid throwing those around a room, wrestling with them. Absolutely insane puppet work.
Is the Dar his own henchman?
Great question.
What does Quagmire Lennon do around here?
Well, he's at Venice.
He's working out.
He pops out a gold switchblade.
Zadar's hair is definitely slicked back.
Slick back for sure, yeah.
Somebody gets blown to bits. That seems perfectly reasonable to me.
Then all these cups show up, and I think to myself, this little creep must be a cup.
That makes me very tense.
Gotta be bad for your blood pressure.
Like cocaine. Speaking of cup.
Gnorm grabs him by the nuts and eats his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's called the rusty trombone.
Oh, you'd know.
It's full service if you cup the balls while you eat ass.
Yeah, he's got his puppet hand underneath.
Yeah.
From behind.
And
that's nice.
This is the rusty trombone, right?
You'd have to tell me. I don't know.
Well, I guess you got to be worked the shaft to be the rusty trombone.
Well, we can't see what his hand's doing the whole time.
That's true. I just, it could be.
By the way, that gold switchblade, CT5 weapon?
Weapons?
It's a dope ass switchblade. I didn't know they made him gold.
Me neither. That is a first for me. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah.
He manages to escape the ass eating somehow and runs away with the lumen.
Lumen.
Norm is struggling. Casey is dead weight.
Keeps repeating lumen, lumen, lumen.
Move it, slug slime.
He's escaping. He's getting away. Why? Because I'm chained to an elf.
Not elf. Not elf.
You're an elf. You're a worthless elf, okay? You bite people. You probably have rabies.
Let me go.
Fine. He uncuffs him.
Ciao. Adios, okay? I'll see ya.
Troll says, bring lumen back. He lost the lumen. Lost your little glow-in-the-dark rock. So what? You think I'm going to die for it?
My people die.
Your people? What people?
No.
Gnorm said too much. Not tell.
At this point, I had to ask the question, is Norm ass off?
There you go. That's 2-1, Zach. You fucking fraud.
When he says, no people. Oh, shit. There's some emotion, man. There's some.
You like your ally, Mayes?
Just saying.
This is where I noticed Troll talks a lot like Gertie.
No.
Yes.
No.
Lumen, lumen, lumen.
I'm not going to let you besmirch the memory of Gertie.
I think you go to this move too much because you texted me that Emma Stone in Poor Things talks like Gertie, and
she does
have to disagree with that.
She talks like Gertie big time.
No, she doesn't.
First 30 minutes of that movie, she's all Gertie all the time.
She's already smarter than Gertie.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't do that. Be respectful.
You be respectful.
Be respectful. Don't do that.
You be respectful to Emma Stone's character.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What's this damn rush shit? What's this bullshit? I don't fucking care.
You want it back? You need me. I need your cooperation. You help find Lumen? Jesus Christ. It's so much tactical redundancy in this movie.
I have no idea if it was Zadar or not, or if Gnorm is giving him the right info.
Yes! Kaboom! Bang! Whammo!
Cut to Muscle Beach! They're on a stakeout looking for Quagmire Lennon.
Looking for Reggie Smalls.
Norm had a costume change. He's wearing a dinky little biker hat.
He's wearing Wesley Snipes' hat from White Men Can't Jump.
Same note too, bro.
Ah!
Oh, Venice.
Bing. Oh, you don't have your bell.
Casey tells Norm to concentrate.
Norm is
He's occupied.
horny.
He's never seen popos this big.
Giant popos.
This guy's a little too horny even for me.
Wow. Things I'd never think that would be uttered.
CT5 things you'd never think. Yeah.
Oh, the things you can't think.
He says, look who all of a sudden is the professional.
They see Quagmire Lennon. Casey says the disguise isn't working. Your idea.
Sam walks into Orbach's office, says there's no way she's teaming up with this. And that's when Kaminsky walks in the doorway. Shit-eating grin, man.
Ass off.
Oh, he's a shit bird.
Outstanding role model for police officers everywhere.
There's a lot of exposition.
Take her a year to get Gallagher whipped into shape. That's into shape. She knows Casey's a little bit off center. What happened last night could have happened to any of us.
Making a lot of excuses for him. Jerry doesn't care if they like each other or not. And Samantha tells Jerry that Casey has leads and a witness. I can't have some loose cannon rolling around interfering with this investigation.
Cannon.
Back to them at the stakeout. Troll has no interest in this wiener. Tosses it. Tosses the bun. Eats the wrapper.
Then grabs the cardboard box, spills Casey's drink all over him. You eat cardboard? Dressed in bark and stuff? It's a little strange. Little strange.
That's what you find strange, huh?
Yeah.
Him eating cardboard is strange. Not there's a fucking troll elf gnome creature.
What kind of un-American gnome doesn't like hot dogs?
One from the downworld?
He's running a train on that cardboard.
For sure.
Casey's asking follow-up questions about his people. Not tell. Spit. Spit on word.
Spit in my mouth.
Caption says horking, and then he jizzes a loogie out of his mouth.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
That was incredibly disgusting.
Holy shit.
And then he turns with his jizz mouth. Oh, they had to jam the nozzle in there or something, so he's extra pursed lips. It's very attractive.
Anthony Michael Hall finally agrees.
You want a loogie? Because I'll give it to you.
So he spits in his hand. Spit more. Touch boobs. Touch popos.
Squishy handshake.
Oh, the squelch.
Puny spitter.
Disgusting.
I spit, now you spit it out. Ha! Ha! Writing. What's the deal with this rock?
Lumen makes the world bright. Their food grow. Lumen see Upworld sun grow bright again. Each 10 of your years.
Oh.
They recharge the lumen with the sun?
Great translation exposition here. Because the exposition has been delivered in this language.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Anthony Michael has to now translate it into English for us.
Yeah, it's not unlike MVP when the brother says what the sister signed to him.
Or Liam Neeson letting us know what Gertie was trying to say.
Special form of tactical redundancy. If Lumen die, my people die. You mentioned this before. What are you?
What are you?
Gnome.
A gnome. Can you grant wishes, gnome?
No, can you?
Wise ass, huh? All right, so you're a gnome. What's your name, gnome?
Gnorm.
Gnome. Right, I'm gonna stake out with a gnome named Norm.
He said it.
Stake out.
First of all, if you were a gnome, you would know that the G in gnome is silent. It's gnome, okay?
No, it's not.
Don't push it with me.
Gnorm warrior.
Yeah, you're a warrior.
Oh, that's not a troll. That's a guh-nome. That's my bad. Oh, that's a guh-nome named Gnorm. Now I get it. I thought it was a troll this whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought it was Troll 2 or the original Troll?
I thought it was Troll 3.
Casey reminds Gnorm that he's calling the shots. Norm does his psychic powers, makes Casey yawn.
Passes out.
These Norm yawning faces. Holy shit.
He could make him sleep by just yawning. What is he, Bill Cosby?
Nope.
What a coincidence. He's making me sleepy just by watching this.
Integrity-filled podcaster, huh?
Yeah.
All of the credit that I gave Norm for his reactions and expressions, I have to take all of them back from these yawning faces. I'm sorry.
I mean, God.
It's a tough look for my guy, Norm.
That is a real...
He don't look like it, but it's just the face he's making is the same face that Terry Crews makes in White Chicks when he gets in the car and they're listening to Vanessa Carlton.
All right, he passes out. We see Gnorm get out, steal some sunglasses.
As Lowrider by War starts playing.
Venice Beach montage.
The song's so expensive, they played it twice and in the trailer.
All my friends know the lowrider. The lowrider is a little higher.
We get this dude doing push-ups and he's got cheeks.
Quagmire Lennon's working out.
Casey's asleep.
Norm walks out onto the beach and the sound of waves wash away the song.
And he comes a little bit.
I said Norm's wearing Yeezys.
Quagmire Lennon puts his suit back on to go back to his day job as a stock trader.
He has not showered.
He wore a suit to go work out on the beach?
That's insane.
And he daps up all the buff boys on his way out.
They love him.
They love him, yeah.
He must be the fucking king of Venice Beach.
Casey gets woken up by a gun at his head. It's Gnorm.
What's the lady? She's a Clipper fan. She directed A League of Their Own.
Penny Marshall?
That's who Reggie looks like.
No, don't. No.
Wow.
No.
Yep.
Fine picks.
Okay.
No.
I'm glad you're entertaining this. Hold on. I didn't expect to get this far, to be honest with you.
Because it's so offensive and ridiculous that now I got to see.
Not Laverne and Shirley.
No.
Penny Marshall. This is...
You're talking about current day.
Going to Clipper games, yeah.
That's not the way you talk to a broad, you understand?
Norm's got the gun, says stakeout.
Stakeout. Norm, that's a gun. Guns kill.
They spot Reggie. They follow him to a butcher. He's pushing Norm in a stroller, and he's dressed like a child from the 1800s?
Sure is.
Where did they get these clothes?
He keeps switching outfits. And by the way, I've texted a couple Penny Marshall pictures here for you.
He's got more outfits than Jack.
For sure.
From MVP. Come on, man.
Zach, what's wrong?
The one thing I will say is that
Zach, what's wrong?
She's wearing the glasses.
You all right?
I have no comment. All right, I just have no.
That's because I'm right.
I just have no comment.
It's because I'm right.
I just have no comment.
Quagmire Lennon's getting a leg of lamb and 4 pounds of St. Louis ribs.
How do you like your ribs?
Not the baby backs.
Oh, this supercharged Asian intro by Anthony Michael Hall. Just clip it.
Yeah, clip it, but supercharge the whole thing.
Chung! Chung, is that you? Chung, I missed you in Vegas last week, baby. What happened to you? Listen, I ran into Ching. He said you were with Chang. I had no idea what to think. Reggie.
He flashes his badge at Reggie. Reggie tells the butcher to beat it.
Tells Casey to get lost. We had a deal. Deal went sour. Somebody got blown up.
They want to pin the death on Zadar.
Quagmire Lennon grabs him by the collar, throws him into a produce stand in the corner, then into a wall, then chokes and lifts him up. I thought I told you to get lost. Maybe you don't hear right. Maybe you'll hear better after I break both your legs.
I can hear.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, high-pitched voice.
And that's Louis Pinnock nomination number 2.
Yeah.
For Anthony Michael Hall.
Look, cop, I don't like being leaned on. You understand? And I don't like being harassed. And most of all, I don't like cops.
He looks over. He sees Gnorm
eating a radish.
That your kid? He touches Norm's face.
Oops his nose.
I like kids. Easy, Chin Maze. Hey, what kind of father are you anyway? Bring a kid to an environment like this. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know kids are impressionable.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I mean, it's comedy.
Well, no, Anthony Michael Hall says, you don't see very well, do you? Call back, ass off, and also same note too.
He slams Casey against the wall again, picks him up, hangs his jacket on a meat hook, so he is now suspended in the air.
Then slides him on the track into the meat locker. Gnorm, walking around in his doily outfit, climbs up Quagmire Lennon's back.
Casey is touching raw chicken with his bare hands. He doesn't have gloves.
Yep, there it is.
He's contaminating this entire investigation. I can't watch any more of this. I'm going in.
Wait, hold on. So he's gonna kill someone.
I'm going in.
Zach actually got up and left.
You gotta lean back before you get out of the car. Like,
I'm going in.
I'm going in.
Wait till I tell you that the butcher wasn't even using gloves, Zach.
Trust me. I know.
Quagmire Lennon is completely unbothered by Gnorm on his neck.
Afternoon, everybody. Norm! How you doing, Norm? What do you know? Not enough.
Who watches him dial a number and memorizes it. Zadar is at the Ivar Theater with the rest of Bill Hader's characters from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
The goulash.
Timon, who owns this pet store?
Bulvor.
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 Are you related to Gregor, the concierge at the Concordia Hotel?
No.
What about Igor, the antique dealer?
No. I don't know Igor, Gregor, or Bulvor. No relation.
Listen, the creep is a cop. Norm plays with his hair.
Norm is uncomfortably close to this dude's face, man.
He's kind of amused by it.
Zadar says to kill him.
No problem. I already got him on ice.
Grabs his gun, starts walking back in. Did Norm just put a meat hook into Reggie's roundie?
He's got an anal obsession.
Right up his roundie.
No way, Norm. You can't hook someone in their ass.
Oh my God.
Somehow, I didn't think it would happen, but Anthony Michael Hall has entered his face in the bingo face sweepstakes here with this 2 eyes closed, double loose butthole. Okay. That's his signal to Norm to attack the ass.
Yeah. He falls into a tub of chicken guts.
All kinds of guts. All the animals.
Norm then lifts Casey off the hook. This motherfucker's got that strength.
Is he lifted with his legs? No, that's just bicep strength.
Well, you see his biceps later. This dude is cut.
He's jacked.
Yo.
He's fucking jacked.
Yoked.
Like Joe Piscopo.
He's a tunneler.
Jacked.
That's what you get when you work with your hands, you know?
Well, that's true. So I got these forearms.
They close the door on him. He just got stabbed in the asshole. He's not dead or anything, but that's it for him for the rest of the movie.
But now his ass is full of chicken guts, and that means that he's going to die from salmonella.
Oh, okay.
Like we said earlier, it's contaminated.
Yeah.
This whole area is contaminated.
He says, I'm going to get you. And they go, sucker. Reference?
Outside using a payphone. No, memorized the number. Now he's stroking.
Why is
Anthony Michael Hall's head?
his face so close to his face?
They are inches apart.
To make sure that he's in the shot, Anthony Michael Hall is holding him like he's a child.
He's also still dressed like a baby.
How many outfits does he have?
How many outfits?
Him, Jack, Ed.
How many outfits?
They all got wardrobes for days.
No, this guy wins.
Oh,
I don't know.
CT5 best wardrobes?
Yes.
Biggest wardrobes.
This motherfucker wins.
Jonah Hill accepted.
He's now in like a, was it not sailor, like a fisherman outfit?
He's a tiny sailor from the USS Bingo. Seaman first class.
Did you need a picture of that?
Yeah, can you refresh our memory?
I got one for you.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Dude, look at this.
His teeth?
Look at this shit, man.
Those teeth, man.
Growls.
All ass off has been taken away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay. I'll play that game with you.
Zadar is examining the lumen.
He's got a gold gun. All of his weapons are gold.
I love gold. Norm growls about the lumen. Casey pops in, gun drawn. Get back, Norm. He has a gun.
Gun Shava. What? What is Shava?
Shava ranks.
Flip it again.
No, don't.
Shaba ranks. Shaba ranks.
Hey, goats.
It doesn't answer my question ever.
It does. Zadar shoots past him at Casey. They dive for cover. Zadar runs out.
Horrible shot.
Ass off is back in Norm's court when he's about to get hit by the car.
When the car's coming.
He's staring it down right there. Maze, I want you to clip the sound Norm makes when Anthony Michael shoves him out of the way.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he goes, it's orgasmic. And now we got a car chase in a hearse.
Yeah, he commandeers a hearse. There's a coffin in there. He's leading a procession for a funeral, which is actually kind of clever for a car chase.
Toots Thielman's saxophone starts up. That's how you know it's funny.
This music.
Golden dumpster. People wonder what he's rushing for. Zadar's at a stoplight, notices the hearse. He peels out. We got a car chase even more. The procession's still following.
An exterminator van swerves and drops a bug decoration.
Norm can't look. Zadar's got a Uzi.
They keep cutting to Norm reaction shots. Casey keeps telling him to relax.
Why dead man in box?
I don't know. That's just the way we do it up here, okay?
Upworld crazy.
Crazy.
He said it.
They drive through an alley. Kaminsky and Sam get called for this chase. Casey runs into a stone barrier. The coffin drops out like it's a special episode on Corncob TV. They're searching for Zadar, who is out of his car. Some random guy's trying to give CPR to a corpse.
Oh boy. Clown makeup on his face.
I think he just wanted to molest a corpse.
Anthony Michael Hall slaps him and points at the coffin. And I laughed. Golden Dumpster nominee.
Please clip in Frank Reynolds talking about the mortician who did his makeup.
You bang the dead bodies? No. I imagine stuff like that goes on all the time. I mean, I don't give a shit. I was dead. You bang me all you want. Who cares? Dead body's like a piece of trash. I mean, shove as much shit in there as you want.
Right, I don't know how. I don't know which one it is.
Fill me up with cream. Turn me into
What's going on, you idiot?
Make a stew. What's the big deal? Bang me, eat me, grind me up into little pieces, throw me in a river. Who gives a shit? You're dead, you're dead.
Casey climbs up and tries to jump a fence. Kaminsky aims a gun at him. Casey's already using gnome slang. Calls him slug slime.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Zadar runs into a hotel or something.
Runs into his apartment building because it's the penthouse.
The Lafayette.
Norm is after him.
Nearly gets run over by a motorcycle, then runs full speed into a glass door, gets knocked back unconscious like Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Again.
Jackhammer going crazy.
Going nuts.
He's getting PTGD. He's shaking. A dog is barking in his face.
Wait, PTGD?
Post-traumatic gnome disorder.
Got it.
Yeah.
See, because he's a gnome.
Yeah.
He's cowering like a little bitch.
He can't figure out glass doors, but he did figure out what dialing a phone number was and memorize what the number was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaminsky's laughing at Casey. Sam's trying to understand. She wants to know who the witness is.
He's having the time of his life shitting on fucking Casey.
Casey can't tell her. He can, but he can't. You're a police officer, Casey. Thank you, someone, for reminding him.
I made an oath of silence. I spit on my word.
You spit?
Spit, spit. I bet that's not what he yells to her.
You've totally lost it.
Rizzo from Greece is right. He has totally lost it.
Orbach has a hearing aid?
Yeah.
What?
Future callback.
I wonder if that'll come up again.
Jerry comes up to reprimand him, told him to stay away, asked about the witness. Casey says it was a dead end, and he gets suspended.
It made me wonder if in real life Jerry Orbach had a hearing aid and I just didn't know because I didn't watch Law and Order.
He didn't in Universal Soldier, which was later.
Yeah, I guess.
Norm is throwing trash at him. Pretty good arm.
Real good arm.
Chooch.
From the corner.
Norm, you there? No.
He's pouting by the trash.
Well, he's not pouting. He's fucking crying. I said, are you crying?
Bitch.
Because a dog barked at you?
And there was a jackhammer.
The fuck is wrong with you?
There's no crying in Gnome Ball.
You little fucking bitch.
Listen, I'm clean out of ideas. Zadar's gone with your stone. My job. Forget about it. We blew it.
You blew.
I blew it. What do you mean I blew it? I did not blow it. No major asset in this crisis yourself. Okay, pal.
Norm's crying.
Like a bitch.
Casey tries to get him not to be sad.
What happened to the warrior here? Come on now.
Not warrior. Scared. Stomach like fireflies.
Well, look, that's not surprising, buddy. Look, the Upworld's a mean place, even for a warrior.
Gnorm. Not warrior. Just tunneler.
Hey, that's fine. No, that's cool. Be a tunneler. Besides, I'm the shiverhead that lost the stone. I'm the one who lost the lumen.
Lumen, not lost.
Not lost.
Gnorm, follow giant.
This is when we learned that he's a guffrod.
Just a tunneler, not a warrior. I said tunneler? Cut to them at the hotel, or I guess the apartment building. Casey's talking to himself, apologizing to Orbach. Says after he loses his job, there's always law school.
Let's be real. Sanitation.
Let's be really real. I'll be shaking fries at Wendy's.
Reference?
Shaking fries, 20 CV.
Oh, 20 CV, got it.
They got to the penthouse.
Gnorm is impressed. Wow! Whispers to himself, magic box. As he looks back at the elevator. You like that one, Amin?
Yeah, I do.
I've always thought that elevators must trip the fuck out of dogs.
Yeah.
Does it?
It must.
But does it?
It must, doesn't it?
But clearly, it's not like they know how to play things close to the vest. Dogs are pretty outward with their emotions. So do they freak out when they go into elevators?
Not freak out, but they just must be confused as fuck.
They seem to take it very well.
Amin's a big dog guy now. He knows.
Hey, Noodle. Hey, boy. How you doing?
Casey takes his gun out, so he's suspended, but they didn't take his gun and badge. Okay. Suspenseful synth music. He's sneaking around the apartment. Zadar's packing his suitcase. Hi!
Nice to see you again.
Norm is pounding his fist into his palm.
Yeah.
That's 20 CB. Tough guy, not talk.
All right, that means I'm gonna have to break it in. Yep. I'm gonna have to break it down. I'll put a ball in there, and I'll tie it off.
Right.
And then I'll put lotions and oil on it, and I'll sleep with it under my pillow.
I submit to you, we should use that a lot more often instead of the woo-hoo-hoo, like.
You want me to freeze, I suppose.
That would be nice. Now I want to hear you scream.
He imitates his accent for another Louis Pinnock.
Nomination number 3 for fucking Anthony Michael. He's cleaning up at this award show.
Yeah.
Gold switchblade pops out. Casey threatens that Gnorm will chew his face off.
Gnorm growls, drops the blade.
Get the runt freak away from me.
What did Sadar say when Norm started growling?
Get the runt freak away from me.
Oh, it's runt.
Yeah, runt. Yeah.
Runt. Got it with an R.
Scream.
Screams like a bingo.
Screams feebly is the caption as he vaguely hums. The hummer.
Finally does it.
Then turns it up.
Please clip in Dumb and Dumber.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Norm, is that it? Is that the scream you heard in the park last night? Give me lumen.
Zadar wants his stones back too. Casey's the dumbest cop ever. He can't understand that Zadar also got robbed.
Yeah.
Zadar has to walk him through it step by step. Norm lied about being in the park.
I lied.
CT5 liar, if we're being honest.
Oh, yeah.
Had him going, man.
Zadar threatens to toss the lumen over the balcony. Norm leaps up in the air, grabs the pouch. Now Zadar is choking Norm and dangling him over the balcony. Put him down or I'll shoot.
Norm then climbs up onto Zadar's arm and starts humping it upside down like he's got the...
Like Nathan Fielder in the curse
finale. Same note too, Zach. Wrong. Lose the gun or the runt gets intimate with the pavement.
Tough guy talk.
Casey drops the gun.
Norm starts whistling. Big joke.
TGT.
Tough Norm talk?
Zadar tries to drop him. He doesn't fall. Someone shoots Zadar in the chest.
Damn.
Zadar falls off the balcony.
Ragdoll, screaming all the way.
Norm hangs onto the ledge.
Sniper is shooting with a pistol.
Oh,
dude.
That's
fucking...
What can I say? I'm a good shot.
Yeah, like this 38 has incredible range and accuracy.
From across the street.
Snub nose.
He's shooting at him. He says to take the lumen. Casey finally grabs Norm, throws a doll through the doorway into the penthouse room.
It's like when he smacked him into the fireplace, straight over the head.
Tosses that motherfucker. Yeah.
Gunshot shattering the glass. Slow motion.
His little feet of it.
It looks like one of Boogie's dog toys, throwing it across the room. That's what it looks like.
Slow pan reveals the shooter is Jerry Orbach.
What?
Film noir.
Note 2. He puts the gun in an envelope.
Stuffs it in his pocket.
The man.
Sam and Kaminsky hears about shots fired on the radio. That's near where we dropped off Casey Gallagher.
Norm tells Casey the lumen's dying, needs the sun. The sun's still up. Take the lumen, get out of here. Upworld crazy.
It's like Zach's dick.
That's right. Save my people. Need Fred.
Every 10 years, Zach recharges it.
Yeah, it's true. Casey says he has a chance if he goes by himself. He can't help him anymore. He's too big and he's a jinx.
Cops swarm the building. Jerry pulls up. Clip this.
Upworlders are mean, cold-blooded people, Norm. They can justify anything.
Message.
If they catch you, they'll put you in a cage like a lab rat. They'll peel back your skin just to see what makes you tick.
If they catch you, you've been chilling with him out in the open this whole time. You think a fucking fisherman outfit and a 1920s baby outfit is supposed to throw people off the scent? That you have a fucking ferret in your presence that walks and talks and ogles titties?
Skin tough, like root.
But it doesn't matter. If they have even an inkling that there's more of you to be found, some underground race minding their own business, they won't quit till they find them all. You don't understand? They'll ruin it. They'll build condos. It's just the way we are. We can't leave things alone, Norm.
Norm grabs his chest in shock.
At the idea of condos.
Oh, the condos.
That's what got him.
This is kind of ass off, man.
Condos.
This is kind of ass off.
Oh!
He's got it here. He's got it here, man.
Gave him a heart attack.
Tells Norm to go. Norm looking sad with those big marbles. Gets in the magic box and can't figure it out. Pushes all the buttons. Comedy.
There's 30 minutes left in this movie. How?
Dude.
Casey's waving tighty whities from the balcony.
Are those his drawers?
No. It was a napkin. It was a white napkin.
Was it a napkin?
Yeah.
It was underwear, and Zadar was packing, so I have to assume it was from Zadar's suitcase.
Pretty sure it was a napkin.
Oh,
It's just like Tammy and the T-Rex, how they wave the brassiere.
Zach, he said Zadar was packing, and I thought he meant...
Yeah. It was big underwear, man.
It was underwear. Zadar was packing.
I mean, thinking like, well, I don't remember his dick in this scene, but I guess, man, he was packing.
Hey, man, when Norm was eating ass and giving him the rusty trombone,
he knew.
It's a handful.
He did the Brad Williams joke about the hand joke.
Says not to shoot. Elevator doors open. Orbach is pointing a gun at Norm. He tries to escape under his legs, runs into a door again.
Uh-oh. That's 4. Paul Blart Mall Cop edition. Jerry takes the lumen pouch, then Kaminsky hands Jerry Casey's gun, so now he has both guns in matching envelopes in opposite pockets. Jerry wants to book him for murder.
Kaminsky comes. Thank you, sir.
Samantha protests. There's a witness who saw Casey aim his gun at Zadar. It doesn't make sense. Half the time, he doesn't even load his gun.
And he gives the wrong gun.
Oh, the old switcheroo.
Take it down to ballistics X versus Severn.
Same note, too.
Check it out yourself.
Kaminsky is talking so much shit to Casey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really starting to enjoy this, Gallagher. What are you going to do next? Take hostages at the airport? Blow up Beverly Hills?
Banter. Throws Casey in the paddy wagon with Gnorm.
Keep fighting. Make me break your arm.
Friends safe.
Actually, that's the supercharged wagon. You can't say that term anymore.
Why not?
Supercharged pub and It's Always Sunny.
There you go.
Jerry tells Kaminsky to book the freak as an accessory. Do I get it a lawyer, sir? The hell for? It's a freak.
That's not the law. You can't follow procedure, but then not follow procedure.
Why would you treat it like a person? You want to treat it like something that has no rights. Treat it like a black person.
Your pooka help?
What's a pooka?
Pooka. With popos. Pooka Sam. Nice roundie.
Look, she's no pooka. She's just my partner. She was my partner.
Hot ticket.
She does have nice popos.
Dude, what is wrong with this little guy?
He's horny.
Like Rena.
Like Rena? Who's Rena?
Pretty. Big eyes. Spit good.
Spit's good, huh?
Yeah, I bet she do.
Rena, like a Gnorm. Steel lumen.
Steel lumen?
Oops.
He did it all for the pussy.
Oh, man. Same note too, bro.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Limp Bizkit.
I just had a lot of been there, Gnorm. Tactical redundancy left and right.
Yeah, he's a tunneler. Pooka's like warriors. He stole the lumen to get laid. He questions his previous exposition. Calls him a grubby pissant tunneler, not a big gnome hero.
Pooka with the popos.
Stole the stone to become a hotshot. Am I getting this right?
Rena likes warrior.
Rena likes warriors. I'm sitting here handcuffed in a wagon, about to be charged with murder, Norm, because he had to go doom an entire race for an elf chick named Rena.
Not elf, guh-nome.
Pooka.
Gnome, elf. What's the difference if you're all going to be dead? This is basic stuff, Norm. I'm a cop, you idiot.
Same note too, bro.
Kaminsky's having them book Norm and goes through his belongings. They're confused.
They're really booking him. They're really doing this all this fucking...
Well, I mean, it's time for a little bit of a humorous montage.
Going through his bark, bones, bat wings, and knickknacks. Kaminsky's having way too good of a time here, but he's also ass off.
Keeps avoiding the mugshot picture.
This song is amazing.
I said, hey, what you looking at?
They're struggling to get him to fingerprint.
He's too fast for the mugshots.
Needles aren't going through his skin.
As they're giving him this injection.
What are they doing?
I don't know what they're doing, but we see his arm, and I'm like,
yo,
what the fuck, man?
Vascular.
This dude
is
super jacked.
He is good jacked.
And that's a human arm. That's not the arm he's been working with the whole time.
No.
This is like the best boy grip. Put his fucking arm through that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor puts on the glove.
Oh, boy.
And then looks at Kaminsky and says, you do it.
They've got a guh-nude guh-norm on the table after strip him.
Oh.
Take his stuff off.
Did 20 CB...
Is Norm packing?
Oh, come on now.
Dude, he's hanging more scrote than JCVD did in Universal Soldier.
Yeah, because when Sam
barges in
to the exam room that obviously all 20 CB precincts have, we see his cheeks. Well, zero roundie on Gnorm, but we see her
dignitized.
She's doing the math of how immoral would this be?
Has to leave the room immediately.
Zach, question for you. More or less immoral than Lawnmower Man?
That's so inappropriate.
To remind everyone.
Be respectful. Be respectful of me.
No. I'm not saying Amin's question is immoral. Like what this woman did to him.
To remind everyone in Lawnmower Man, what happened was the character was mentally challenged. Pierce Brosnan is this scientist and he makes him smarter, right? But the woman next door doesn't know anything about these experiments.
Has been lusting after him, knowing what he is.
And so she ends up fucking him. Yes, he is now intelligent, but she doesn't know that, meaning she had sex with the bingo neighbor next door.
Wait, you don't say bingo there. That makes...
Oh, sorry. With the supercharged that neighbor next door. So is that less as or more moral?
It's less moral than fucking a gnome.
I mean, that's bestiality, isn't it?
Whoa!
Isn't this bestiality?
Person is disabled.
What?
Person is mentally disabled.
I'm not saying either of them are a good option.
Why are you fighting for this right?
I'm not fighting for the right. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds an awful lot.
It sounds like you want to
get very defensive.
Amin's just trying to get things clarified here.
Yeah.
He wants to know what the boundaries are.
I don't.
Not that.
I don't like my ally on this. I'll drop this discussion. Let's move on.
Casey's in the office with Jerry wearing a leather jacket, talking Norm. Who is he? What is he? What does he have to do with Zadar? He has no connection with Zadar. Don't be an ass, Stan.
Don't talk to me that way, boy. Talk to your friends that way, but not to me. You're up for murder, Gallagher. And I'll let them toast you.
Briscoe's just fucking talking.
I'll put you away for life. Throw away the key.
Jibber jabbing away.
Don't you ever talk to me that way again.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't have to listen to this. Was the thing a witness or not?
He literally doesn't have to listen to it because he turns off his hearing aid. And that's when Norm hears the high-pitched sound and gasps. As Kaminsky drags him away, he recognizes
Scream.
Casey tries to explain to Kaminsky he just wants to see Sam. You're more full of shit than I thought you were. Personally, I hope they fry you and the little runt, and I'll be first in line to pull the switch. Let's go, hotshot.
Casey was not cuffed at all because he punches Kaminsky out.
The weakest fake punches in Cinephobe history right here.
Starts to run, punches two more cops.
It looked like he slapped him and then it ended as a punch, but also he just accused the captain of murder, of murdering multiple people.
Just hear me out, though.
Just hear him out. When he gets caught and pushed up against that window, everybody's ass on in that scene.
This is an incredibly ass-on scene.
Every cop.
Including him?
Absolutely.
Jerry draws all the shades in his office, starts tough guy talking a gnome.
Yep.
Then backhands the shit out of him. I'm talking to you, freak.
What, you want to get stupid?
Same note too, bro. Golden Dumpster nominee.
Dumps out his belongings. What's all this junk? Some kind of voodoo crap?
Gets his gun out of his desk.
You know, I don't believe in killing people. That guy in the park, he was just scum.
What?
Ought to get a medal for blowing him up. Now you, I don't know what kind of freak you are, but I can't take any chances, so we'll just call this self-defense.
Sam wants to talk to Orbach. Kaminsky says he'll have to wait and that Casey is a lunatic and dangerous, and she goes right past Kaminsky, barges in.
Yeah.
Orbach throws the gun in the drawer to hide what he was about to do. She doesn't notice any of that. She's a horrible detective.
These are all terrible cops, all of them.
He threw the gun in the drawer like Amin trying to tab away from the window when he brought Kevin O'Connor onto the live stream.
I did not try to tab away.
No, he tried to turn the sound on.
Yeah.
He tried to turn the speakers on and somehow went to porn.
Oops.
The other thing about this is, let's just assume she's a bad cop, he's a bad cop, Kaminsky's a bad cop. Lenny, what did you think was going to happen when you shot this thing?
Great question. He said it was going to be self-defense.
How?
See, because he drew the shades, which are soundproof.
Oh.
Also, that weak-ass punch that Anthony Michael Hall threw gave Kaminsky a bloody nose and fucked his whole face up.
And a black eye.
Tells Kaminsky to keep an eye on Norm. He's going to go talk to Sam. She has the ballistics report. This is the gun that killed Zadar. Of course it is. You dragged me out here to tell me that, but it's not that simple. Kaminsky sits down in the chair.
No prints, not even registered. He mockingly praises her attention to detail.
Norm does the yawning thing with Kaminsky.
He's doing the yawn thing too much.
Next thing you know, Kaminsky is butt-ass naked. And I ask, Norm, what exactly happened here?
You know what happened.
Norm undressed himself, and then that made Kaminsky undress himself.
It's the implication.
And he put the tie on him. The tie stayed on.
Yeah.
You could have just made him go to sleep. Why make him naked?
Because then he can't chase after you.
After you what?
Norm grabs some stuff and heads to the window quickly.
Yep.
Orbach walks in, yells, Kaminsky, who stands up naked.
He grabs Samantha's gun out of her holster and opens fire on Norm diving out the window.
She grabs the gun. They fire into the ceiling. It's a desk pop.
Yep.
Norm is out the window. Cops rush in. Kaminsky yells to get the dogs. Everybody's just staring at him. Dogs catch up to Norm, but he tunnels through the ground.
The dogs run around the corner. A bunch of rubble gets sprayed out back towards the camera. He tunneled through cement with his gnome powers.
That's how good of a tunneler he is.
You saw those arms, exactly.
Sam goes to see Casey, tells him Norm got away. Casey accuses Jerry of being in the park and killing Zadar. The tiles of the office ripple as Norm digs his way through the floor.
Did you see what the closed caption said?
No.
Norm talking gibberish.
Sure is. Jerry wants Norm shot on sight. This guy stutters and stammers. Idiot. Kaminsky touching his nose, saying ow repeatedly as Norm goes through the walls and turns all of the sink faucets on.
Sam's trying to get all this straight, knows he's a tunneler and just happened to be in the park in time to see someone blown to smithereens by our own captain of detectives.
Yep.
Captain of detectives.
That's how it works.
Is it?
Isn't it?
Yes.
That's when Norm pops through the floor. Shaba!
Pooka Sam!
Shabba rank, shabba rank.
Sam goes to schmooze Kaminsky, pressing up on him, talking breathily, and here's your Louis Pinnock nominee.
She's grinding.
She is roundy off right now.
She looks like the fucking greater than symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Her body is bent over backwards, and the point is right up on his penis.
She's throwing it at him.
And Kaminsky, oh man, I'm reading all sorts of things into this.
What does that mean?
I get what he's trying to play it safe.
She wants to go somewhere and get organized.
Oh, come on, Derek. Loosen up a little bit.
He kind of looks disgusted and then just smiles and says, okay.
Puts sexy sax music starts playing.
20 CB seductive music.
20 CB plane ticket tucked into Jerry's pocket.
Grabs the lumen. Kaminsky sees the jacked up floor, calls it a disaster area, but he's so horny.
He doesn't bet eye.
He's ready.
All right. Well.
Kaminsky's munching on a Zagnut bar, asks her to get organized over dinner. Fabulous idea, Derek. Kaminsky.
Derek. She's trying to throw it to you right now. Why are you talking about going to get dinner?
Great question.
Because that's how men date women, is you have to ask them to dinner.
Sure.
You can't have sex till you have dinner.
I mean, Zach is like my attorney saying, I don't think you should answer this.
Cover the mic.
My client is not of sound mind.
You don't have to answer that.
She says, don't you move. He says, I'll be right here. And I said, oh, I bet there's a joke later that he never moved.
Wow. Good foresight by you.
You didn't see that coming? Come on, man. That was so obvious.
To be honest, I had forgotten about it.
Oh, all right.
Because kind of a lot happens here. But Casey falls through the ceiling of the parking lot. Norm dug a big fucking hole.
Big fucking hole.
Through the fucking drywall and insulation and everything?
This motherfucker doesn't care.
It's a tunneler.
He tunnels wherever the fuck he wants. They break into Jerry's car. Norm wonders about the lumen and he stays in. Jerry gets in the car and drives away with Norm as a stowaway. Now Casey's waiting in Sam's car. They're going to follow him. They realize Jerry's going back to the park to pick up the briefcase.
Yeah.
So they do an e-brake 180 power slide and Toots' sax really kicks it up a notch.
Norm attacks Jerry while they're driving. He gets him into a headlock and just slams his head into the dash repeatedly.
Skids to a halt, then resumes driving.
It's about 15 minutes left in this movie, and I say, I'm tapped out. This movie inspires me to get my own shitty ideas greenlit for a movie.
Repeat offender.
Yes. What was the last time that happened? Was that Teddy Rex?
Did you say Titty Rex?
Teddy Rex. Teddy.
What'd you just say? Titty Rex?
Teddy Rex.
Clip it, Maze.
Clip it.
Popo Rex.
You fucking hornball. You hear that?
Popo Rex and Roundie Goldberg.
No, Goldberg had no roundies, that's for sure.
Oh, fuck.
Zero roundies in this scene.
Zero roundies.
Casey wants Sam to wait, calls it a walk in the park.
Oh.
A walk in the park.
Like before.
I'll be careful.
She hands him her gun.
How is she still letting him call the shots?
Dude, it's nuts.
Dude.
Orbach drops Norm. We think he ran over Norm because he drops him on the street and then he backs up and goes forward.
Yeah, but we cut away right before it happens.
And pulls up to the park. Film noir. Norm was hanging onto the undercarriage of a car.
There you go. That's how you get around it.
Grunting, groaning, crawling into a ditch, lips quivering, sniffling. Kind of ass off.
Casey's walking around, talking the whole scene out loud to himself.
Petty Rex.
Yo, I laughed when they showed the hole of where the guy blew up. I don't know why. That was just funny to me that there's just this big fucking hole there now.
Like a Looney Tunes outline of explosion.
It's a crater.
Back on the merry-go-round. It's creaking. He looks underneath it. Bingo. As he's lying flat on his back to retrieve the briefcase, Jerry comes up and stomps on his hand. Pistol whips him in the face, takes the case. Stan, why? Don't be naive, boy. It's a lot of money. More than I made in 25 years on the job. Sorry. It's a lot of money.
Money. Yo, so let me get this straight.
You care about this briefcase, don't you?
I can tell. This might be management material. So Jerry's not like a crooked cop running behind the scenes for the mob?
He just decided,
after 25 years of doing the right thing, to now commit multiple murders to steal.
I'm calling bullshit.
This is the Sean Astin digging a pool, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah, there it is.
This is the Gnorm, the Gnome.
Oh.
Digging through a parking garage floor award.
Yo, Norm would have had that pool dug in.
Oh, shit, man.
15 minutes.
Fucking Olympic-sized pool. Instantly.
Casey lunges and tackles him, then rolls and escapes somehow, dodging bullets. Jerry is hustling to put the money back in the case. Now they're sneaking around this weird zoo.
Yeah.
Casey comes flying off the top rope out of nowhere. They're struggling, trading punches with Jerry Orbach's stunt double.
He throws him into a cage. You're one to appreciate a little irony, Gallagher. This is your gun. I know how you always hated to fire it.
I like that gun.
When Jerry hopped down, he's looking real spry.
Grandma, are you spry? Let me fix you some sandwiches.
Yo, he hopped down 15 feet.
Everyone in this movie has unrealistic jumping capabilities.
Yeah.
They're all force jumping like fucking Luke Skywalker.
He's headed to Mexico in a few hours, gonna fake his own death by drowning. Classic monologues position.
Headed to Mexico, 20 CB.
Just then, Sam hits him.
Smashes his head with a brick. He collapses. Turns out Casey had a wire. Turns out Jerry's not knocked out. He trips Sam.
Yeah.
You were always a smart-ass brat, Gallagher. Now you and your little girl are gonna have to pay for it.
Ouch.
Just then, Gnorm,
this
huddled from below, jumps up, bites Jerry right in the dick.
The old sausage.
This is Gnome liftoff again, launched through the ground. Triumphant music like Free Willy escaping at the end of the movie. Launches Jerry up in the air. That's how much force he had.
This dude has had more crotches and ass in his mouth than Kevin Spacey's wife in Horrible Bosses.
I thought you were going to say Kevin Spacey.
It's his only move.
Once you get a taste for ass, well, you can't turn that off.
Pause for effect. He grabs the lumen, grabs the gun. You die, slug slime.
Tough gnome talk?
Yep, CGT.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to point a gun, so he almost hits Casey and Sam.
Yep.
Orbach grabs it, points it at Norm, fires, shoots this fucking doll.
Spinning in slow motion.
Fucking tumbling.
Like a sawed-off shotgun. Bow!
Like Richard Pryor on the Wonder Wheel.
Golden dumpster.
Casey starts beating the shit out of Jerry. Sam drags him off. They run over to Norm. He starts giving him mouth to mouth. Norm coughs his way back to life.
I called it mouth to spitter.
Spitter to spitter.
Spitter.
Bad your breath. The bullet got flattened. Thick-skinned little runt.
Little what?
Runt.
Jerry staggers to his knees. Casey backhands him and locks him in the cage with handcuffs.
Sun rises. So do I.
There's still more movie.
Casey's in the tree with the lumen. Sun hits it, lights up. Norm has it in the pouch now. His people need lumen, so he won't hang out.
And by the sun rising, you mean PA shining a reflector on Sam and Norm in the shot.
That's correct, yes.
The glimmer returns. It starts strobing. They put it back in the pouch. Casey asks him to hang out for a while. My people need lumen. Your people need lumen, huh? So you're in a big rush, huh?
You know, I'm smelling a Rena thing here, Norm. You just can't wait to wrap those horny little gnome lips around Rena's. That's what it is, isn't it?
Gnorm, warrior now.
Rena likes warriors, huh?
Oh.
Family movie.
Sam kisses Norm on the cheek. He taps his lips. Casey rolls his eyes. Sam goes in for the real deal Holyfield.
Norm fucking assaults her.
He wraps both of his hands around her neck to smash their faces together.
Pulls.
Assault.
Pulls.
Assault.
That's assault.
And she giggles.
She giggles.
Pulls away. ladies and gentlemen, that's 20CB.
You take it easy, okay, pal? Give me a call sometime. Drop me a postcard, 20CB. Hell, how do you say goodbye to a gnome?
You say goodbye.
Ah, Shava.
Pooka Sam, hot ticket.
Calls Norm a thick-skinned little runt again.
He hugs Casey, and then Casey recoils with the unmistakable urgency of someone who just felt something.
Oh.
Poking through.
Well.
Yes.
He's got a hog on him.
He sure does. Sam knows.
Yeah, he's got a hog.
Just us then, huh? Yep, just you and me. Just two of us. He's rocking back and forth like Moose in the chair.
Norm pops back up.
Hey, Slug Lips. Something wrong with you? Make her toes curl.
A family movie.
Guh-nome.
Normie.
Watching.
Same note too.
A PG.
Freeze frame and zoom.
Family movie.
Gives a thumbs up. Ken Burns. Zoom.
Amin is in full on the screen painting mode.
Fade to black. But we're not done.
No, of course not.
Because back in the police station, Kaminsky's still waiting.
Still standing there.
As a janitor bends down to pick up at least 8 Zagnut candy bar wrappers.
This dude has been housing Zagnuts.
And now he has diabetes. Roll credits.
He never moved? He never sat down?
You get it? Because she said, don't you move.
But like...
Because he's waiting for sex. I mean,
Yeah.
see, guys like sex. They'll do anything for sex.
But after dinner only.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
Trivia is sacrosanct.
No.
The movie was filmed under the title Upworld in 46 days and completed in early 1989, except for the ending. Stan Winston termed the original poignant scenes the, quote, big finale, but said that after screening the film with a live audience, he decided to change to a more humorous ending. Due to the bankruptcy of Vestron Pictures, the film wound up in limbo. It received a limited release in 1990, then was pulled from circulation and re-released in 1992.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that's groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Oh, well, hold on, man. You following me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Lewis Pinnock Accent Award, all of the Anthony Michael Hall voices, but I think Samantha's seductive voice that she uses on Kaminsky is my Lewis Pinnock.
Really?
No, man. Anthony Michael Hall.
Which one?
Which one, though, Zach? We got Eat Donuts.
Oh, the macaroni.
There's Getting Choked Out. A high-pitched voice.
And then the nice.
Yeah, nice.
Mocking Zadar.
To me, it's the holy macaroni.
I'm with that.
Holy macaroni.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen.
Holy shit, man.
Pig/pork. That really fell off. That running bit.
Yeah.
Gnome's position, tactical redundancy, but it's gnome horniness. Guh-norminess.
Horniness?
Pooka. Popos. Roundies.
That's tough to beat, man. This is a very horny movie.
He ends the movie. His last line is make her toes curl.
He eats ass repeatedly.
He eats ass and dick.
Constantly.
And gets his ass ate as well. I'll remind you from the dog.
Oh.
The first dog, Noodle.
That's where he learned it from, maybe. Maybe he's like, that's what they do in the Upworld.
Guh-norminess, yes.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on. Fuck it, ass off. Ass on. Fuck it, ass off.
Michael Bean Memorial Ass On Award. Despite a valiant effort from a gnome named Gnorm, it's Anthony Michael Hall. And the cocaine that he went through to make this movie.
He's not ass on, though.
The punches put it over the top for me. I mean,
the punches are bad. The punches are bad.
I want to say Reggie is more ass on.
Quagmire Lennon?
Zadar is more ass on.
Zadar's ass on to me.
Okay.
I thought Zadar was by far the worst in the movie.
Yeah.
Ellie Danker as Zadar.
I had Sam in the running for a little while until she saw Norm's Gahog, and then
she ass off.
Also, her seductive voice was good.
It was good, yeah.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. Some of Gnome named Gnorm's expressions are quite ass off, clutching his heart. When his eyes bug out.
You got to get the slap in there.
When he covers his mouth, when he gets slammed into the wall, when he puts both hands on his cheeks, when he's wondering where the sun is, when he's questioning the sun like Hamlet.
Yeah, I wonder the same too.
I also liked Mark Herlick as Detective Kaminsky.
Yeah, I thought Kaminsky was good.
Kaminsky was good.
Derek.
Jerry Orbach was good.
To me, it was Kaminsky.
Really?
That's the ass off, yeah.
The montage where they're taking his evidence and booking him. He was doing a whole different satirical, smug little thing in there. Plus, I've always liked Mark Herlick from Election. He's really good in that movie.
So no for Gnorm, huh?
He lost it too many times.
But he got him back.
There were moments where he's absolutely ass off.
But he got it back.
He's both. He's ass on and he's ass off.
I wouldn't mind giving him both then.
The first ever?
Ass on and ass off. Because, I mean, there are moments where he's, hey, man, he's really giving it to us.
No, don't do that.
No?
No, I think we'll keep it the way it is.
Gno?
Which leads us to the Golden Dumpster nominees.
This one's easy for me.
Is it?
You're good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
To fit you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Gnorm eating ass and cupping the balls. Spit on word. Puny Spitta.
Spitta?
Commandeering a hearse at the front of a funeral caravan for a car chase. Gnorm revealing that he stole the lumen for pooka, popos, and roundies. Gnome bursting through the ground to triumphant music as he headbutts Jerry in the dick, launching him up in the air. But it's the Gnome. It's the way the Gnome named Gnorm looks. That's it. That's the Golden Dumpster.
Anthony Michael Hall playing in the playground, going down the slide, on the swings, on the merry-go-round. The briefcase exploding. Anthony Michael Hall on the phone with Sam, telling her there's a hairy little thing. I don't know what to do with it. The gnome getting smashed into the fireplace as he's upside down.
Starfish.
That disguise is not working. Your idea. Haha. Slapping the guy who's trying to give CPR to a corpse. Almost getting hit by a car. And the sound he makes. Briscoe backhanding the shit out of Norm. And my selection, lock it in. Pooka, nice roundie. And then the fucking the sad look towards fucking Anthony Michael Hall, like, what the fuck were you doing last night?
Mm-hmm.
You were fucking wrestling with me? You could have been knee deep in that.
Mine is that shot of Gnorm up against the fireplace.
Starfished against the fireplace.
That is so fucking funny. So funny.
Yep. And mine's the way he looks.
Just Gnorm, yeah.
No, for real.
Gnorm.
Gnorm in general.
Introducing.
Well, Mayes, you picked it, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Phobe or file?
Man, despite all of the ass eating that he did, this was not nearly as entertaining as Tammy and the T-Rex. I think that was a way more entertaining movie. It was a longer and more action-packed episode that we did. I'm glad we did it. It's a phobe. You guys already phobed it. Sweep it. But man, what a time.
Well, maybe we changed our minds.
Why are you glad we did it?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Because I absolutely lost my mind when I discovered that there was a movie called A Gnome Named Norm or Nomocop. The gnome looked like an ugly Steven Tyler. This was fascinating. Why was Anthony on so much coke? That's why I picked it.
Not my question.
Because you see, the goal here, Amin, is to make entertaining episodes of a podcast about terrible movies.
Is it?
And you picked Driven, which was boring.
No.
And we'll see. I'm about to edit it. How exciting of an episode it is. But whatever it is, it's a lot of work to make that interesting.
Well, hold on. We always bring it.
This was interesting. We got a gnome eating ass. Come on. How often do you get to experience something like that in your life? That means like every Friday night.
Here.
It's Tuesdays.
Make sure you send us your plot lift off, your Lewis Pinnock, your Five Horsemen, ass on, ass off, Golden Dumpster, Phobe or file, at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobepod, at Count the Dings.
Zach, make sure you send us your plot lift off too when you figure it out.
When it happens, I'll send it to you.
You're still at the game.
When he bursts through the ground?
You know what? Plot lift off when he bites Jerry's dick.
Yeah.
Okay. And lifts him off the ground with that.
A literal lift off.
Yeah.
He also fish hooked a man in the ass.
Right in the ass.
Right in the ass.
The dude loves ass.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
My pick?
Nope.
It's my pick, and we're in the middle of February now.
Are we? Oh, fuck, that's right.
If the calculations are correct. I noticed that you guys had zero interest in adhering or sticking to observing Black History Month.
I didn't even know we were picking in Black History Month, so don't do that to me.
Yeah, see?
I had no idea.
If you cared, you would have known. If you cared, you would have asked like I did, Zach. And I asked the question, and Zach, you accused me of deviating from Canon 2024. But Zach, I think you forget. We did do a very African-American movie on SiriusXM that was not canon. It stars Shaquille O'Neal, Penny Hardaway.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It stars my guy Tony from Chicago. It's Blue Chips.
Wow, the first good pick of 2024. Look at that.
So far in 2024, the only files have happened on people's own picks, except for one. There's one movie that was filed by someone who didn't pick it.